Yo yo yo, what's up everyone? It's the 21st of June, a super warm Saturday, and we are getting ready for a nice game of scrims again. We've got a lot of nice teams. You know, we're rotating around because we have so many. We're just not at that 24 threshold just yet, but we're pretty close to having two consecutive lobbies, which would be awesome. And we've been that far forever. Yo, what's up, Luca, man? Wait, a Cooker's not playing today? Maybe tomorrow. I mean, I did one before Luca, right? But I don't think too many people are interested, unfortunately, right? So what can you do? And I think I'm now lumped in that kind of category where if I do music production now, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" I'm just here to supervive, right? So it's kind of it's a bit cooked. I was doing some before the stream started though, and I think we just need a couple more people, two on Zeph and AUR, and then we should be good. Yeah, the problem is, Lucas, sometimes it's a bit troublesome to stream the audio through Discord without like a insane latency. There's ways to get around it, but it's kind of scuffed. Yeah, yeah, you know. Oh, really? Arcane's? Okay, I'm not even paying like conscious attention. I'm just trying to make sure everyone's in the lobby, not who's in the lobby. Are we full? Is the question. Is everyone in the right place? Okay. Is this like a permanent fixture, you reckon, Luca, or he's just trialing or some shit? Oh, still waiting for TRF. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I know he's been playing around with a couple of different teams potentially. Uh, 8 hours, okay. I saw that we're like one team off for the Abyssal Cup, so we'll see if that pops or not. Tag is wrong. Just one more person, we should be good to go. It's kind of unlike Treddy to be late, actually. Maybe something's going on. Oh, they got Yui instead. Ah, I got you. Alrighty. It's nice to see Lance back as well, man. I think he's just playing for the Abyssal Cup. I wonder if he's on the carbine now, because I know that he was practicing it at the end with TSM a little bit. Oh, Bishop. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I did see that in the like team request thingy, like when you were saying, like I'm a free agent sort of thing. It'd be crazy to think about how many times like you will see a main swap off their main over the course of the lifespan of the game. You know, assuming it goes far. You know, assuming it's got like a 2 or 3 year lifespan. You know, like how many people even think that, you know, for example, with you, Luca, like how many people know that you were Ghost main back in the day, or Myth main back in the day, should I say? It was kind of both, right? Like everyone assumes that you're just an all the new frogs think you're a fucking Eva main XD. Like if they don't know the context, you know. Yeah, well, even the Luna, yeah. But man, you're thinking of the Luna shit. That was so long ago. Holy fuck, man. It's insane to think. Okay, we're seeing Shy go Molten. And going topside Immo, maybe? Anything spicy is the question, though. QTS taking cold for free as well, nice. Seeing a new name as well, Rao Tengu. Not heard this guy before. The drop line's kind of awkward. We're seeing a potential early fight here between WN and 3LP. Nice Vortex Charm by Kappa there. But Akalinx has won the trade overall, takes the anomaly down south side. Lelouch finds Blackrock straight off the bat as well. Just need to see how this fight, you know, continues to evolve, and it looks like it's not going anywhere further for the moment. Let's have a quick flick up on Iron then. This I'm a pretty chill. AY chill as well. Res on Suicide, that's fine. And Sinoid, is he DC'd? No, okay. Forced off by Kappa Q. Grappled away, okay, so it's a standard grapple by there. Hook does not connect from Paplouche. And this just made me wonder, with this drop line, the circle has to be weighted towards the drop line to some degree, or at least the first circle, right? I really love to know how the code works for it. Axel might be getting chunked here. Depends if he picks the heal, does not pick it up, unfortunately. And Lance is now dancing away from Mr. Ice. That's what I seem pretty chill. Seems some split farming from FBI as well. Seeing WN kind of walking along the train tracks. Just to the and just to the left we got Underrot. Axel's going to be back in no time. Pretty chill. Like day one is always typically chill. You know, the closest thing to a mega fight was the grind one, but.
Warning, storm closing.
Man, I put ice in my drink and that shit is already fucking melted. So crazy. Like 10-15 minutes. Just as I go for a sip, there's a potential fight, I think, between TSM here and WDH. Let's see. Nice run of arrows. Big damage from Meat. Healed up in no time there. Oh, I think we've got Tech Glider on Meep as well. Baby Blukes might be cooked here. Oh, makes those just at the last second. Railgun. Oh, had the right idea there. And just to the right about Wraith. FBI and WN. Oh, Zephanox got kind of glitched out there. That was the most glitchy thing I've fucking seen in a long time. And Zephanox does get downed, unfortunately. Yeah, Luca, you fucking saw that, right? I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, she literally dashed forward, and then it just, like, TP'd her back. Like, it's some server rollback. This is not a fighting game, but we're seeing fucking server rollback. Holy. And surely, guys, they're going to release in 1 month, and that something like that will be fixed, right? Surely. Meanwhile, on the top side, I think, again, the pace is not stopping. Bien. Paplouche, hopefully it doesn't get spiked here. Oh, now he misses a hook there, and now Lingo's applying more pressure onto Paplouche. does get downed at the last second, so we are just last with Kappa Q on the side of WN. Fella trying to cap bond, maybe go for a quick pack. There we go. And we're going to see a potential other engagement here now from SOS and 3OP. Grappling on Aiden again, as you typically see. 3OTs are actually subbing as well for Shroom. Nice slam. Well, Acklink's a bit of breathing room, but WDH now are now in for the collapse. Aiden, oh, mana! I don't know if we just saw a repeat of what happened last time, did we? Like, our eyes were like just flicking to the right, and I just didn't. Oh my god. Luca, can you tell me if he scuffed himself again? Like, there's no way. Did it happen again? Like, I'm always in disbelief if that shit happens. Jidem takes out Rautanga as well at the same time. Camp with the gliders. Yo, what's up, Qatar as well, bro?
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
The QTS are fucking stacked on powers too. Boombox, Eye, gliders. Oh, nice catch there by Campo. They definitely seal the deal with this one for sure. And there's a mega clusterfuck of a fight going on the top side. Hachi takes down Sebi from AUR. TSM are just kind of on the right hand side for now, forcing TRF into a mega sandwich. This punch was ridiculous, and Blackrock is probably going to get gibbed if he doesn't make it out of this one. Neither trying to fight for his life. Surprisingly, Blackrock makes it out of there. Yep, Niza does die there. That punch is one for the fucking books. Holy fuck. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Luca, man. They're definitely improving. I said it like about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was seeing signs that they were, you know, actually making those like headstrong decisions and things like that, getting the fights done properly. It looks like this might be happening again. Dio, 1 HP, the dash through. Campo gets slammed at the last second. And so they're just now trying to get the shield in for a bit of extra defensive measure. Unfortunately, it's not enough. And the OC dies at the same time. This nice punch there from Mana buys SOS a little bit more time. Cheers, Kazara. I definitely need to see this clip once maybe this game finishes. Jide just take out Lancelot, so Mad get out at last place, unfortunately. And QTS have recovered as a full 3-man. Mana misses the punch narrowly. Nice dash in. RMB, okay. Mana is downed. Thea manages to dance around that one for the moment. Tries an optimistic hook there. And he does get down, unfortunately. So we're just left with Sinoid last alive. And he might be trying a suicide res, but there are 3 or 4 teams in close proximity. And on the full top side, we're seeing another massive engagement here from Blink. Mega Abyssal Breaker. And that has forced AWR to go to the left side. We know that they lost one team member. Okay, now dancing around Fluffy. Okay, Luca, okay. I mean, I think you're not like too wrong, to be honest. You know, you're not wrong. On average, I'd say that happens. Okay. Can Kappa buy himself more time is the question. Vortex Charm. Okay. 3OP now pushing on to FBI. Like, what the fuck is going on in this lobby? It feels so clusterfuck, and WN get outed there from a spike. Out 11th place. And Dry Dame gets outed, and now it's just Fire kind of dancing around if you can. TSM just above 3OP now. The Fury sent out from Arcane, not doing too much. Nice run of arrows there. Acklinks has no dashes left. We'll see if any more pressure can be applied. Yeah, XD Luca, right? Nice knock from Akka there. Oh, can he chunk Arcane? Nice dash into the wall at the last second. Now Blink is there for reinforcements. And Acklinks should be able to get back out here. Instead, his teammates are backing on him. Never mind, it's kind of role reversal. And Aiden might be getting scuffed out here. Oh no, he's taking so much damage. Slither of HP. Grapples at the last second all the way around. Furities is there for the reinforcements, and now Acklinks is on his last legs again. Okay, narrowly missing that shock trap drone, and AUR maybe looking to pick up these this last kill here potentially, or not, you know, like a little scrap, shall I say. Just gets spiked the last second, has to ult out. And need to have a quick look at this other soul. I'm not prepared for how many fights are continuously happening here. It looks like QTS2 take the soul. Should we just get a punch at the last second, but Kissy, he's still got the Freight Rider, I think, in the tuck, and the Boombox is also applied. Sin's Embrace as well at the same time. I think Fan will continue to apply pressure potentially onto QTS. You know, getting that soul was a good pick here, but now they're now to look for res opportunities. And I think it was WDH who took this soul. Let's have a quick look. No, it got yoinked by Shy. Okay, nice. Let's have a look elsewhere, see if anything else is going on. I feel like this is a lot of action for like what is it? We're on day 2/day 3 or night 1 slash sorry, night 2/day 3. It feels like way more than you typically expect. It feels like things have calmed down again as a I don't know why actually. I guess after the bosses get taken, right, as the souls, it kind of calms down a little bit. Through up here, still in the game though. Nice hook attempt from Aiden. There goes the grappling slam. We've seen that a million times before. And that was instantly a fucking rewind of donated as well. Holy schmoly. He picks his targets well. Gotta say that. Nice run of arrows. Vivid Luke's 1 HP. Okay, nice shield block there at the last second. I'm not sure if he's got anything left in the tank. WDH getting forced out really hard here. Actually sitting with the punch. And one spike occurs there on the hands of who dis here. And Lucius now trying to fight off against 3. Let's see if we can get out of this one. Fury finds one at the same time. Takes the ring of rings out. And I think the chase is going to stop there. Akka finds SOS. Theo there. So Mana is already picked up a most wanted, but he's getting now hard chased. Ulted by Furo, narrowly blocked by Synod's shield there. But Mana is probably going to be outed. And now they have no res opportunity left. Synod now, fighting for his life again. Gets spiked, unfortunately. Tries to take the twisters if he can. Heals up as well. Unfortunately, SOS get out to 10th place. Seen Avalanche on Fluffy as well. Boombox already placed now by OC in this case again. Yep, so they did recover everything pretty much. Choipi. Okay. Oh, he actually lost the fight. Fluffy. Campo. Go on then. Get another one. Nice. Okay, QTS. Now Greninja is last alive. 1 hover wings popped. We're looking at day 4 mob resets. If anyone wants to grab any last remnants, Slugwave coming out. The defensive ult allows Fire to get out with a slither of HP, donating that kill kindly to Campo. And through up here, just still sending it on any team in their proximity. We know they typically like to play this aggressive playstyle. It's not stopping really, and Blink is just exchanging hammers against Lingo. Dryday maybe caught out here, trying to scoot out against the rest of the members. Well, he lost his armor from that shredder. Blink finds Lingo, so we are left with just Dryday. Greninja trying to dance around 3LP, gets spiked at the last second, overkill rounds. First shot misses, second shot hits. Hook narrowly misses as well. Ice Dice to the world as well. Most wanted picked up. I'm not sure a spike is going to happen here. And FBI do get out at 8th place and AUR. So it's like a 9th and 8th situation there. And to the bottom right hand side, we see Niza take up purple. So they have TRF have recovered since that crazy early game they had on mana coils. And they seem to be fully back in the game. We've seen Lelouch did manage to escape Shive not long ago, chilling in the bush, waiting for some sort of res opportunity. Does he have 3k? He does. So he can maybe looking for a crown buy. We'll see what he goes for shortly.
The lava baron has arisen.
Let's see how the teams are going to dance around this. We've seen the Chonkers being placed on the hands of Shy. They're applying a lot of pressure onto TRF. I look away for a split second. The hook happens onto Yui. And he gets donked. And TRF are now a 2-man again. Nice spike grenade. And Most Wanted is picked up. And now he's kind of positioned. They're getting sandwiched very hard here. Akka 1 HP. Nice ulti by Blackrock. Leaves Akka with 1 HP. Is he going to escape this one? Slugwave used defensively. Akka needs to desperately heal if possible. Furities is going behind him now. Is it a grappling slam? I feel like I've seen this so many times, man. It should be predicted that Aiden's going to try this strat. And Shy come in with a portal. And Aiden's in a sticky situation for the moment. Is he looking for another spike? Gets knocked away from an R&B from Yasser. Actually narrowly misses his ulti. And now it's just Akalink's last alive. And res opportunities are looking slim. Maybe he tries a box res, which I think is what he's trying to go for. But he's obviously dancing with Niza for the moment. They both are trying the same kind of thing here, I think. I don't think that both things are going to be permitted. The 1v1 now starts off. It's like Akka might be winning this exchange so far, in fact. Niza actually turned it around at the end. And the heals are coming out at the last second. And he has back there to the top right side. Does he have enough for Crown? 3k, so he can maybe go for Crown or pick the natural one up there. The organic one. TSM have taken the high ground against QTS for the moment. We're seeing Avalanche in the hands of QTS. They got loads of mega powers. Fixer as well. Really juiced up. Yep, and as expected, Akka does pick it up. And full style side, we're seeing Niza trying to dance away from Shy at the moment. And the Lelouch has managed to, you know, run around all these bushes for the moment. So he survived, got some decent placement. Hopefully that can continue. Maybe even gets a crown spike, maybe. We'll see. The only problem is, I think Shy might be predicting this res here, and that might force the Lelouch out, which it has from those rain of arrows, unfortunately.
Enemy Oracle
Yeah, Nice is just going to edge hug as long as he can. Maybe pick up this crown, as I mentioned before. And we need to see how QTS and TSM want to play this one. Akka just checking the situation here. Maybe trying to go into this small island. I wonder if QTS will just suffocate him here. Looks like they're going to try it. Akka does manage to dash over at the last second. But unfortunately, no source left. And at the same time, Lelouch dies to Niza. So TRF are back in the game. They got the most wanted crown pickup. So that was a very kindly donated there by Lelouch. And Hachi now has Rewinder as well. So all these powers going to be mega towards these last couple of fights. And in these small corridors, Shy have like amazing angles here, especially with the spike walls too for Hachi as well. And it looks like TRF are kind of trying the same kind of thing. That kind of wall is blocking the majority of chonkers, covering that surface area that it would normally be doing. QTS have decided to rotate south side. Oh, mega damage onto Hachi. He gets gibbed. Did he have rewind? I'm sure he had rewind. He just didn't pop it. Nice in his embrace, and we'll see if Yasa gets forced off. Raked back onto the enemy team. I think he's used all his dashes too now. We'll see if Campo gets a spike or something. In fact, the spike happens the reverse way. Tropy gets a nice punch. Can he get a couple of autos to seal the deal? Sproken is there for reinforcements. Tropy does get the kill at the end, and it's Sproken last alive. We'll see if QTS want to fully submerge Shy out of the game. See if he can just fully kill them. E-Plat is used at the last second. 2 is placed. Trying to kidnap someone. Defensive hook, surely. And we need to see now how Sproken is going to rotate all the way around. Does he have enough for Crown? He's probably just going to get forced out here. 2.3k. Nice. Okay, so Shy get outed 4th place. They're looking mighty strong, but QTS, you know, they're actually winning their ones. You know, let's ignore the spike XD, you know, but. Oh, nice hook attempt there. Ulti as well, or a slam, shall I say. Since Embrace is narrowly missed by OC. Campo now going back onto his team. Arcane kind of forced into a sticky situation temporarily. We'll see how much pressure OC applies onto him. Hook back. Looks like Arcane's found that small line to play on for now. But Campo's now sending it with the gliders. Oh, and he gets spiked, man. Damn. And obviously this scrims block will have the bans after game 3, so you know, only Choipy might lose his bishop there potentially. I've not actually done any. I didn't do any counts at the first. I should have done some counts when we got to the loading screen. Because maybe we could do some predictions then. Maybe Luca, if you want to have a shot predictions, or Kazaro, anyone. What do you think is going to be banned for this one? It's going to be bishop again, I think. Maybe Ghost as well, actually. Chonkers are coming out from TRF. I grab Lanchton's Embrace used. KP Bishop both, yeah. It's like the standard set what you'd expect, right? Feels like almost. Maybe Ghost is there as the spice pick because some teams randomly pick it. Okay, Blink. Trying to survive his last alive here. And hopefully he can narrowly dance around. If he wants to dance around, now's the time to do it. Instead he's chilling on bush. I don't really know what for. Maybe he's trying to go for the most wanted pick and then walk around at the last second. He's instead just waiting for these teams to rotate, surprisingly. Nelson's Embrace beckon. Is it going to be Mega? Oh my god, that was fucking cinema. Oh my god, QTS. What have you taken today? I'm not sure if these enhancements are available. Maybe on the black market, because holy schmoly, they're going crazy mode. And Blink just donates the last one. QTS taking game 1. Holy shit. Really good. Like, the teams they fought were not shit teams either, you know? They're not, like, in the lower bracket. They were like, good teams. Oh, well, Lucas said it. Alrighty. So we're going to shortly be heading into game 2, which is obviously going to be Glider. Oh, someone's not here. Yeah, OC, that was so fucking clean, bro. That's a clipper for sure, bro. Holy shit. There was like at least 2 clippers, like not from yourselves. Like you guys obviously had that last fight. That was really nice. That was super fucking clean. But there was a punch that Hatchet did. It's some fucking clean 3-man on mana coils. That was crazy. And I think Aiden had a couple of clippers, if you want to call them that. Like he's doing the grapple slam over Abyss. But to me, I don't know. I maybe just as a spectator, it feels so telegraphed. But some people, they still just want to kind of dance around in Abyss for fun. Like if Aiden has it, he's gonna do it, man. Like, yeah, it feels like so telegraphed to me. I think he did it to Kissy and got a fucking rewinder for free. But it's so illegal. Alrighty, we are into game 2 now. And 3 armors on Immo, Cold Fang on the drop line. Molten, it's going to be easy for Shy to get in. I think the center region might be quite contested here, as well as Immo, obviously. Who's our? It's like water. It'll be SC, I think. No, they're not in this, because I think the 2 top biomes, Dawn and Frag. There's like a couple of teams that typically like to drop there, but I don't think they're in these games, so they may not go there instead. TRF and AUR kind of in Cold Fang for now, farming up. We're probably going to see them fight in a couple of, like maybe a minute's time or less. Once we got to level 4, maybe bought a couple of items, depending on who takes over that high ground first. I'll flick back over because I think the action might be starting soon. There we go, level 4s are in. We'll see if AUR get forced out. Maybe they just go to Enshrin instead, or Kata. Instead, QTS and Kata, they got the frog jump as well. So really a nice early pickup. Oh my god, and Scale. Oh my god, they got fucking Bissington on this one. WDH are actually going over to Enshrin, 3OP in standard Grand territory there. I mean, I feel like they mostly go... Well, they don't always go for it with Aiden, because Aiden sometimes goes to Oath, but I guess Oath is still good with grappling, you know. So because they can always bite from Scav. We see a Mad take up topside Dawn, and Fan take shards. TSM grab the armors. And Shy are just taking the split from Chaos as much as they can from the top side, as well as Wellspring as well. AOR have kind of rotated down, maybe going towards Skyrats. But we'll see if Aiden manages to make it out. He's probably going to go for a couple more mobs. But AOR have a similar kind of idea here. So we need to see which teams pay attention to, how often they press tab on the map and see if those mob circles disappear. Because I know that they should know that someone is close then.
Enemy Oracle online.
Maybe a small engagement here between FBI and SOS, but it looks like just mob farming still. No one is playing that territorially for the moment. But 3LP are actually kind of grouping up onto AUR. Nice hook, but it still narrowly misses. Greninja does make it out of that one. And, now the opportunity's gone, they decide to just get the fuck out of town. Wonder if there's a glider purchase here. Turef, okay, making our way across. Makes his way out the last second. Trees pick up is nice on Lance. It's so weird seeing Iron so free. Like, I always felt there's typically always two teams there. Like, when we have our top lobbies, it used to always be like that. We've not had like a mega top lobby for a while, right? So, you know, we always try and give everyone a fair chance. But yeah, as I mentioned before, towards the start of the stream, if we get those 24 teams in the future, you know, as well as for Abyssal Cup, but, you know, just even in general, to be able to play on, you know, at least one day, then we can get those multiple lobbies going. Tier 1 and Tier 2 sort of thing. Yui finds Bibliblukes. So a big pickup there. There's a potential other fight here. Campo finding Kappa Q. Uplush. Trying to ult. Misses it, unfortunately. Choipi with the punch misses as well. He's still 1 HP. Does get down at the end. Zephanox top side. Going towards Cobras likely. In a massive fight here. Looks like Hoodis got found out. You are getting at least 1 more KP there. And there might be some potential grief on the Cobras there. Blackrock finds Lelouch. So they get outed. Last place, unfortunately. We're seeing Red Nuke on the cards and Fang. And Mad have forced Stephanox out for the moment. TSM still chilling on the top side with his armors. Seeing some late rotates into zone as well. FBI kind of just waiting around. Fan have level 6 only though, so FBI, if they decide to suffocate them, are going to have a field day potentially. Niza finds 1, finds 2! So in quick succession, 3 up here on the downers. And Yui has now picked up Frog, which is going to be devastating potentially, as well as Gliders as well, so it's really, really strong.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Let's have a quick look back on, see how the boss fight is going potentially. Just open the door, not too much else. The Fang does not, unfortunately, grief any team. And OC now starts doing damage to it. We'll see how QTS want to dance around this one, and because OC might be kind of preoccupied on the boss for now. Jardine just send it with the Abyssal Breaker onto Choipi. Just get healed up rapidly though. And, it is 1 HP. They do get it the last second. And the pickup is also taken as well. Drop their rescue for it. We're looking at day 2 mob resets. And QTS are just going to kind of get the fuck out of town. Just start farming mobs for day 2. And see if anything else happens. Zephanox does get down finally by the hands of Mad. And Akka still 1 HP, does get down as well. But Aiden is still alive here. And he's going to try some sort of maybe full south res or something along those lines. We are seeing a potential late rotate or farm up by Synoid there before he backs onto his team potentially. And they may be trying to engage against Fan. See if that is the case. Yep. There we go. And it looks like maybe a fight over scan, but Fluffy just get it first. Lance dies to the world, so we need to find out what the fuck happened there. Nice slam by Theo. Abyssal Breaker by Synoid. Mega follow-up. Fluffy's in big trouble now. Man is sending it with ulti. Oh, unfortunately, he escapes with 1 HP. Unless Theo gets a crazy grappling hook here. The nuke is also there for a bit of defensive measure. Trying to negate the space, and full topside looks like another fight might be potentially brewing here. Abyssal Breaker sent by Blink. Mega damage. Axel on 1 HP has to ult out now. Hopefully no one gets spiked here. Axel does get down at the last second. And Lance does make it out with a slither of HP. Money trees are placed. Kindly donating money to TSM. Yui finds Aiden, so they're completely gatekeeping this one. Two of the members, the other 2 members make it out this time. They have 3 combo as well on Furo. Oh, I hope that's not the case, Relic. Yeah, I've the previous streams I was like, you know, putting up all the sign up forms. I've tried to do my part. I spoke about it just a bit before as well on the stream, so I'm hoping you get the 24. I think it's just 1. Yeah, it's just 1.
online.
Looks like 3OP are doing a rotate on train for the moment as well. And Shy will probably have first dibs on the Armor Soul. But QTS might have something to say about this one, so they're slowly walking up here.
Deer Beast has landed.
They frogged in as well. Potentially early here, before the dance kind of even begins. They're just sending it onto Hachi. He's already had to ult out defensively now. Kind of split away from his team temporarily. Oh, and he gets spiked as well. This is not looking too good for Shy. And the ulti, Choipi narrowly misses it. And he gets spiked again. Hachi, what are you doing with the gliding? This is kind of not typical for what you'd expect from Hachi, but... And the beckon, and luckily they get away. 2-way with the res. And it looks like the fight is not stopping. SOS want a piece of the pie now. And all of the resources have kind of been used by QTS. So they don't really get much of an opportunity here. And it looks like the back is coming in. It's just been used for observation purposes, it seems. They're just trying to gauge what's going on. And the Shy obviously going to be coming back now. The Soul is... It's not even on phase 2 yet. And on the other Soul, it looks like we are seeing TRF. Looks like AWR stole that one. Aiden manages to take out the last member of MAD as well. I'll quickly flick back. And we are seeing the hook back now from SOS. Oh, the spike as well. Man, it took a big chunk of damage there unnecessarily. We're seeing a bunch of 2As coming out. They're trying to steal the Soul back if they can. We know that Shy don't have that Kingpin, which is typically a very powerful character in this situation. Nice mega hook pullback with the bungee as well. And who's going to get that ever important last hit? It looks like Shy yoink it. And Greninja's now looking for something here, but it has to. He's ulted in, but didn't get much value. BlackRock takes down OC. Arcane Dice the world, surprisingly. Niza takes down another member of QTS. Let's have a quick flick at QTS and see how they're managing to survive with just one member left. They had a bunch of insane powers not too long ago, but since that fight they had on the Soul. This looks like it's spending the end for QTS. At least for this game, they get outed 9th place. Man is sending it on Greninja. Punch as well. Nice ulti punch back. He has to ult back defensively. Vessel Breaker sent in. Alright, looks like it's going to be a disengage from this point on. SOS likely need to get their armors upgraded here, ideally. I'm just having a quick look at FBI, see how they're doing. Pretty chill. Yeah, Kazaro's crazy. I don't know if it was a shop purchase or what. We're seeing the typical Yui play here. He's got the Infinity Stones, he's got the Gliders and Frog Jump. And that Samuel allows Purple to get away there, kind of scot-free. And they are probably looking for some sort of res attempt or crown attempt. Yeah. We are seeing a res attempt from TSM as well. They've got the 2A setup, similar to how Shy did not too long ago. All top side. And their 3OP might be looking to suffocate them out here. Hook narrowly missing there, or gets blocked, shall I say. Okay, needs to escape from this one. I think Meep is trying to buy some time there. Nice spike grenade. And then the 2-way setup here. It's got to be in the shop, I think, for this hour. There's no way. We're seeing too many 2-ways. And the FBI just below them now. So it's really good that TSM did manage to get everyone back. But armors are not looking too good at the moment. Fan also got their respective... Oh no, 1 minute 20, should I say, on the crown. I know that there was a crown, but just beneath, onto the right of their bond not too long ago, so they had that picked up. They are looking to potentially steal this. Okay, they got the 2-way to take it back. They're chill. And I think 3LP, they're just kind of walking around. Oh no, sorry, it's TRF in this scenario. Frog jump in onto Purple. But that Bushwhacker is going to save him, but I think it might be a bond steal attempt maybe instead. Niza now looking for Purple. I think he's been found now. Yep, they're definitely close enough. Hook narrowly misses, takes the anomaly through. It's going to be okay for the moment, but I think his time is becoming ever short. Just portal through to the left-hand side. Double portal, so he's out of kind of out of mobility for the moment. And we are seeing a back from Ice. I think he needs to back here ideally himself. Kind of reunite with Ice and make sure that Most Wanted can get popped there, because I think he's got like 25 seconds if that. We are seeing Nod Heart on the cards. Just below that, it looks like Mana found Arcane, so TSM. Oh, the grappling ulti from Sinoid as well. Slam, narrowly missing. And just below that, 10 seconds. And Ice does manage to make it away. Surely, does it get spiked by Nizer? Okay, 5 seconds. It looks like it's going to pop, and he's got the train for a bit of extra mobility there, so he's going to make it out. Full top side. Looks like there's a 3-man engagement. The mega hook here from Aiden. Doesn't manage to get the slam, unfortunately, but it looks like Shy might be quickly digesting Fluffy there. And Awar needs to get out of time, probably. Hachi sitting in with ulti. Mega chunk of damage onto Sebi. The Summon Napalm kind of returned the damage in kind. We've got to hope that Sebi doesn't get spiked here. He's on his own. Rain of Virus comes out. He narrowly circles around those. He can't back anymore. Oh, and does get downed by the orb. Nice ulti over rounds on Akalinks. Kind of clearing up this third. We know that Hachi didn't have much left in the tank. Nice grappling slam from Aiden. Hook back. Guaranteeing that Yasa dies. And now we just Sproke in. That's the live. The two-way comes out. A fan don't even care. They're sending it straight on 3LP. Trunk is sent out by Furo. And now, Sprokane, yep, just TP to the right hand side. It's a kind of a short TP, to be honest. We'll see if how hard Fan want to chase this one. And we're also seeing a potential fight on mana cores as well at the same time. Armor repairs are probably coming in for 3LP. Maybe a bond pack as well. Circle is still favourable. Oh, well, it's not anymore, shall I say. Oh, the Fang has come out now. Sinnoh's stunned. Oh my god, he's chain stunned. Look how well executed that is by TRF. The slam down as well onto Theo. And Mana is now last alive on the hands of SOS. He ults to the right hand side. Fusillade coming out from Kissy. And it looks like Blackrock takes that last kill. So SOS get outed super mega fast there. The Fang plus a dash Abyssal Breaker stun combo. It reminds me of like something from League where you're just chain stunning someone. You don't see the execution happen too effectively in this game, but you know, if anyone can do it, it's TRF for sure. Aiden does find Spro, so Shira at 6th place. Furo gets down at the same time. Tree combo narrowly misses TSM there, but it does provide them with enough of an opportunity to get the res up now. And FBI now sending it onto TSM. Fire with the punch as well onto Blink. Okay, does dash out there. His shield is quite low on HP too, and Aiden might be looking for another grapple slam shortly. We know he's done it, you know, at least about 3 or 4 times over the course of these 2 games. 5 teams left. There's 2 crowns on the south side as well. And I think Fan are going for maybe a pickup here. Nope, I don't know if they have the money for it then, maybe not. TRF have accrued a lot of power though. So they're looking mighty strong here. Oh, I feel like Blackrock was not looking there temporarily. I don't even think he was baiting it there. I think he could. That's like the 1 in 1,000 chance that you could have caught Blackrock there. Aiden just mispredicted it slightly. Through up here now, circling onto TSM, kind of forcing them into this narrow corridor. They've got a 2-way setup, so they've got an easy way out there. Nice tree combo stun, but they can't really follow it up too much because of the rain of arrows. Nizer finds ice as well, so they tried to rotate down, but it's very hard to rotate through TRF with those chonkers in top there. Summon Napalm is now used to actually destroy the chonkers, surprisingly, so they're kind of contemplating should they walk down or take the 2-way. I guess they don't want a 2-way in a blind kind of fashion here, which does make sense. Another 2-way is now established from TSM, and this one maybe in a better position here. Hook narrowly misses. I think now they're going to probably jump on this one. There we go. Oh, and they've actually kidnapped Kissy there. I'm wondering if a TRF or 3LP want to go for this one. Tree combo narrowly misses again. And the chunker does get him. It's almost like a bowling alley there. So they have managed to rotate, but you know, I think this was still a troublesome one for them to rotate through to. Some napalm used, but I don't think it's enough. Fura steals the deal, but the hook back onto Aiden. This is looking bad. Oh, he's now dancing through TRF. Grapples at the last second. Slam misses. He buys him a bit of time, but the hook back, never mind. We know that Yui's hits those typically, and yes, he does. And Kissy with Fusillade, sending it onto Akalinks. Will he kill him? Because that most wanted is going to be massive if he gets it. The knife back means that he does not get it, unfortunately. It might be donated to FBI here. Does manage to make his way south side. Nizer finds Arcane as well, and Kissy just get outed by Lingo, so Fan are out 5th place. Nice shock trap drone. Slam narrowly missed, and hook as well. 145 on that crown. Nice knock away. Oh, I'm not sure if Blink can take Anomaly. Abyssal Breaker gets cancelled here as well. He's going to be out of options very shortly. Dashes his way to the left-hand side. Nizer finds Lingo as well. So TRF have mega kills. FBI are back again. Akalinks is going to get caught out now, and we are already in a final standoff. Yeah, Rebel. It's almost like it's been like pre-designated to him, right? It feels like that. But it's just because of their drop pattern, right? Because of their grind into Scav. Fang drop with no stun connection. Slam narrowly missing from Yui. But the hook connects though, never mind onto fire, and the Abyssal Breaker seals the deal. Dame trying to return the fire with his own Abyssal Breaker. Dame just pick up a most wanted. Lingo trying to dance as much as he can. He's got the portal to the left side. But he might be getting spiked here. The Napalm too. Narrowly avoiding everything as much as he can. Nice knock away from Dame here. He has his own pull, but unless someone just randomly gets spiked, I don't think he's going to pop this one off. This might be his best chance here, honestly. But not against Glider Yui. The slam comes in and TRF take game number 2.
The storm is closing.
Thanks, Numa, for the follow as well. So we're going to be heading into game 3, and that is going to involve bombing run. There we go. Make sure no one's left. We have 2 people that have left. I'm hoping that Yasa can make his way back. Maybe Furo is just covering for Shroom, and he's back now as well. He's available. Let's just give it a minute here and see what's going on. Oh my god, Luca. What kind of dream team is this? This is almost like nightmare fuel. These guys would disband after like the first day of the first match. Like you wouldn't even you wouldn't be able to get to night 1 and they'd just be playing their own game. There's no way. Right, so Yasa is back. Oh yep, and there we go with Shroom. We go. Let's go.
Choose wisely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Numa.
Every moment an opportunity.
You are the drop leader.
I'm assuming NTU is signed up right for Abyssal Cup. Yeah, it's not surprising. When I used to grind Arena, like, I used to see this guy all the time. It's so annoying to play against. But it's just because, like, back when I was playing it a lot, like, the ethics of Arena was like, you know, you don't cap Bonfire typically. You know, this is before custom arenas where people were maybe a bit more tryhard in respect to that. It was so annoying. Oh, good. I'm glad you signed up. Yeah, it's like it's way more fair. Yeah, because I feel like you're just gonna play warm up instead, right? Like the only thing you could argue is like Arena was yeah. Exactly. And warm up feels a bit more like communal, right? You can just chill with like your homies, you know. I feel like most people are doing that now. Arena still has obviously like kind of competitive aspects, like, you know, the tourney that Sproken and Azuna are kind of organizing at the moment. Yeah. We are looking at 2 teams dropping a CAD here. We're seeing AWA and WN. Are any of the crazy drops so far? Looking pretty chill. Probably we're going to see maybe TSM go IMO again. Maybe we'll keep an eye on that one. We're seeing SOS go south side. WDH green over here. The armors on grind. So the Fine Gate's 3 OP. It looks like Fluffy actually lost the engage so far. Vienna winning this one surprisingly. Papalouche can get the damage. Just 1 HP. They kind of run out of resources here. There, because they're level 1, they're going to kind of lose this exchange overall. And Zephanox needs to get out of town if possible. He will definitely won that exchange, I would argue. Biblik's also last alive on WDH. All the way down there, so... European managing to farm up. Base camp power on Blackrock. Top left, we're looking at FBI and TSM here. Fight 1 HP, surprisingly. I think Meep was considering something there. And then because he saw Jai Dame, he decided against it. Any teams doing anything else crazy? Shy doing the kind of typical stuff. They might even go Molten towards the end. TRF maybe split farming towards Cold Fang. WDH are back as a 4-3 man. And Aiden's last alive, surprisingly, after all these things happened. So I look away for a split second and we're in this situation now. But he's going to probably rest Scav. We'll see how hard or aggressively WDH want to chase this one. Instead, they're going to Skyrat, so everyone should be fine. I don't think any teams are going to die day one. Yeah, we saw a couple of scrappy fights, but it looks like most teams are able to make it out with one person and get the res off.
Enemy Oracle online.
Seeing Abyssal Line on Rao Tengu here, which is a really nice pickup. FBI have taken both the armors as well.
Warning. Storm closing.
Mana. Oh, how am I catching this? Yo, Kazoro, you gotta clip it, bro. I don't know what's going on. I'm not even like jinxing him. I'm not even thinking of him, and I just look over at their team, and that happens. Like, no way. And purple now. Let's see who gets spiked here. Someone's gonna get spiked for sure. Okay, it had to happen. I see him after like a couple of scrim blocks going to have like a mana like Zodag scrim compilation of him just dying to the world, dying to the elements. And it's going to be like 20 minutes long with some crazy shit. Seeing grappling on Synoid. Is he going to try something against Mad here is the question. Takes his way through Anomaly. Axel should be fine here. There we go. Oh my god, he got fucking chunked here. But manages to make it over the wall, but the auto does seal the deal. Manu is obviously back in the game. The ulti comes out. Not really connecting with anything. Rao Tengu actually outed as well. So just Lance last alive. He does buy it the last second. And Ice kindly donated to the hands of Mana. We are looking at night one in not too long. So we'll see what's going to be on the cards. Ah, cheers, Kazaro. Oh, it's another one to add in. Oh my god. And Lance is still being chased here by the second grappling missed, which does provide Lance with a bit of extra breathing room, but you can't take this res, unfortunately. Zephanox is there waiting now. And we'll see if he's going to be able to make it out. Goes through the TP, okay. Goes through the portal. Anomaly north side. We'll see if Zephanox is still caught on. Yep, he's going north side following him. I mean, he's got the level 7 now, so having that ulti allows him an extra escape mechanism, which he just uses instantly. And bomb runs, yep. He's paying attention to that. We are seeing Avalanche on the cards and Shuffler. And it looks like a potential fight on Hallows here, just the bottom right of Hallows. SOS. Applying a lot of pressure onto AUR. Slam onto Fluffy Fish. Big damage. But the Slug Wave doesn't really do too much. He narrowly dashes that one out. Nice spike grenade there from Sebi, buying Fluffy an extra bit of time. It's still not enough, unfortunately. And SOS, we'll see how they continue to chase this one if they want to. Looks like they're going to go north side. There's another potential engagement on Dawn Caps, it seems, as well. It looks like Choipi narrowly missed the ult. No, TSM are going to be kind of chilling for the moment. OC. I think that was an anomaly grief there. Well, he's doing a chunk of damage, though. Never mind. Oh my god, and Campus now, he's looking like a hungry beast. Seeing if he can devour something. Nice rewind there. I'm not sure if it was the best usage, but it does allow him to get out of this one. Let's have a look elsewhere, see what anything. I mean, Shuffle is just not even touched by anyone. TRF take Avalanche for free. Udis has gliders, so hopefully that doesn't get donated to Yui somehow. You know, we've seen it happen a million times in the past. Day 2 mob resets are obviously on the cards for the majority of teams. QTS, OC has managed to make it out of this one. Choi P is still down. And Lance still has not managed to get his team back up. He has 2.5k, so he could do a broken res here, unless 3OP decides to start aggressively chasing this one. But I think they might be just going for farm here, and these other teams that are going to be walking up are going to be keeping them preoccupied. It's typically going to be likely, especially if he does the rest in the center of the map. But instead, it looks like Shroom is deciding to do armor repairs for a small amount of time here. Akalix is now trying to fend off Blackrog. And Shroom does manage to make it out there. And Theo finds Greninja here, so AUR have lost about 2 engages now from the hands of SOS. This being the second one now. We're seeing Fluffy with the Money Tree combo. Or Tree Axe combo, shall I say. And top right and frag.
Enemy Oracle online.
Let's see when's disengage. It was... oh, Jidane Dice to the World. So that's probably another bombing run taking him out there. The defensive dag has already been used now. Bolus misses. But still finds Kappa Q. And he's going to keep sending the pain onto Paplouche likely. Oh, he picks up most wanted too. Kissy 1 HP. We'll see if he can dance around and juggle these enemies. Zephanox also having his mini fight there, but he's losing it against Ice. I can't really capture all the action at once. I'll try my best. Oh, when I look topside instead, I think the crown is going to be a more important play here. And Ice does find Zephanox. Dagger comes in, the aggressive one. And Ice will surely seal the deal here. Does get spiked, and WN get outed last place, unfortunately. And on the full left side, it looks like Linger's last alive gets beckoned back into OC. Orbavargos doing mega damage here. And FBI also get outed shortly after them. We're looking at both souls as well. On the cards. In close proximity, you know, kind of just on the right side, it's going to be a lot of teams making their way over here. We know that TRF are typically contenders for these souls. Typically, we're seeing Shuffler from Yui now. From the Vein Growth pickup. And Sebi needs to try and dance between these two teams. And you just make it out of it, luckily. Let's have a quick look at the soul progress. Looks like 3OP might be able to take their own respective one for free. And that Fan are approaching phase 2 for their own soul. So, damage and XP on the cards.
The storm is closing.
Tropy takes down Raitengu. So, potential big fight here. Campo finds Lancelot. And it's just Axel last alive now. He's trying to get back here, but I'm not sure if he's going to get found in time. Oh, he makes it out. Lucky guy. And the Bond placed in Cobra as well, surprisingly. But I think QTS have spotted this. They know that the back came out, so they're kind of trying to guard. But the bomber run. Matt, Axel, is he going to make it out? Oh, narrowly avoids it. And OC's found him now. And obviously, Axel had to use a lot of his movement to get out of there. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Mad get outed 10th place. It looks like 3OP took the soul. And Fan took their own soul. So both souls were completely uncontested, it feels. Zeno gets down by Yui there. And I think he's just fishing for an amazing power. 3OP kind of chasing people out if they can. Hook misses. Kind of a aggressive predict hook. Missile Breaker sent in. Oh, Fan is sending it mega aggressively onto Niza. And he's 1 HP now. No one can really support him here. And the zones, the soul zones. Oh, never mind. The snipe actually takes him out. No clip. Wait, Kazara, do you have a bias against someone? I mean, the Choipe. Oh, but Choipe hit the punch this time. Greninja now has to ult out the last second. Fluffy getting beckoned in back onto Sebi's corpse. Disgusting play by a QTS here. Hopefully no one gets spiked. Choipe does not get spiked, thankfully. And can Campo stop the back is the question. No, he can't. So Greninja's going to live for another day. And he's already on a res, luckily. But 3OP are just waiting here. We'll see if they want to chase this one. Don't know if they've had enough breathing room to get this off. Acklinks is now forced off Greninja. So he's now going to be looking for some sort of other option. Lelouch now 1 HP. Surprisingly, SOS going crazy mode. Taking down Who Dis. And it looks like they get outed by 3OP. And Purple Dice to the Abyss as well. So WDH are out in 9th place. We are seeing Ice with the crown here. On the small island. Created from the box. So he's going to get that one off. Unless Greninja like circles all the way around. I don't really know how he could do that, to be honest, though. There's not really any solid ground. Unless he like ults to here. But he's going to have to walk through zone. No, that's just not play. And Choipe is now Choipi, well, the whole of QTS are kind of pressuring Shy off, but we know that they typically have an E-plat. Choipi sitting with ulti means that Yasa gets down here. Shy are now a 2-man. Since Embrace is not connecting, unfortunately, but OC still sending it onto Sprokane. Beckon does not connect, and they have forced Shy onto the top side, forcing Ninja off. You know, that's the second time that he's not been able to get a res off, and now TSM are kind of forcing Shy as well. They have no E-plat plays anymore, so we're seeing what they're going to try here. I think Hachi was trying to touch the, you know, with his little toe, trying to touch the edge of the res there, but couldn't touch it there with the summon napalm. So they've been forced off at the moment, but they may try and circle back on it shortly. I think Ninja's trying his options too. I think he's now seen that Shy are trying to do the same thing as well. I do think it's kind of illegal if they get this res off, but that might be the case, you know, because it could be a kind of a mini Mexican standoff, an isolated one on the left-hand side. And oh, they've got the play with the two-way. They're chill, so they're gonna get that one off. I guess they didn't have time to execute it the first time, but you know, once they've brought themselves a brief window, they got it off. So fair play to them. So that means they're gonna have E-plat as well, so they can just keep playing on the edge. Yeah, sure, like you can join if you'd like. Not an issue. Oh, we've seen Avalanche pick up as well. Surprised they're not going for it yet, but they may go for it in a second. We're seeing Ivor Morris as well. Spawning in not too long.
The Lava Baron has arisen.
And somehow Greninja's not been found, surprisingly, amidst this chaos. It's finally been revealed, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if TSM consider his last. I mean, they surely see the spotlight. Or is it just Spec PV that can see the red eye? I don't know why they didn't pressure more there. We're now going to see if the grappling slam comes in from Aiden. Okay, tries a hook attempt instead. He's kind of mixing it up here. And still gets a spike, which is really good. Fan are now 2-man. TRF are now considering how they want to rotate in. They're just probably waiting for the boss zone to collapse. We are seeing a bond cap on the edge from Sinoid, so TRF know that this is happening. And they can take the win rings up, should they choose to. We're seeing Fan playing a Mega Abyss for the moment.
Enemy Oracle online.
And TRF has slowly made their way up now. Oh, the bomb run is kind of forced Fan off temporarily, but they should be fine for the moment. And Zone is pulling down to the south side. Nuke already placed. Kind of griefing 3 OP there. Yep. It's happened so many times, Numa. At least like once or twice in this scrim block, I feel like we see this. 1 minute 15 on that most wanted. I wonder if Shy want to send this in. They've got the double laser setup as well. 2 is already placed now to get back into the next circle. Yasa sending it in with Rain of Arrows. Forcing one to dash out of purple. Yeah, exactly. And Blackhawk / TRF are just waiting on the south side, so Fan are going to be running out of options here. You know, we're seeing a sandwich start to appear. Oh, Kissy doing mega damage, in fact. The Fuselaw, he actually gets the whole team back. They lose 1 member. And the Spike as well. The ulti's now sent out by with Chilling Finale from Ice. Punch from Hachi. Is he going to... Oh, he gets... Oh my god. Can Shy make it out of this one is the question. Ice gets down as well. It looks like it might be a big upset here from the hands of Shy. Oh my god, that Fuselaw from Kissy was fucking insane. Really good stuff. I swear the animation of Fuselaw is so glitchy as well. If the Shiv is like ledge grabbing, it looks kind of scuffed sometimes. And on the full south side, we're seeing a mega fight going on here between SOS and TRF. Yui taking out one so far. No, trying to fight for his life, reuniting with Theo here. Aiden finds purple, so Fan get outed 7th place. A shield block there. And again. And hopefully they can just play here, but the nuke is now being sent out, forcing them to the north side, but 3LP are just waiting there. They're double sold up as well. Arcane finds Greninja. We know he was chilling in a bush forever, and finally gets found on the bottom run, potentially also griefing SOS. Oh, Sinnoh decided to walk through it. Surely he can make it through. Oh my god, the last second. I'm sure he's got a bit of radiation on his heel, but he's fine. Let's have a look. We're seeing a two-way play as well. QTS have made their way into circle as well now. They've got a bit of solid ground. They've got two-way, E-plat. Right, Relic. I know, I think you'd probably say Mana's the one. Mana's been a bad culprit for dying to the world in the last couple of scrim blocks. We've seen double E-plat on Shroom as well, so they can like play towards the right-hand side if they want to just play super slow. They've got a lot of options now. Oh, you were trying something with the anomaly. A spicy play, but no results. Camper still has the rewinder. Blackrock's now forced him out. You know that the dual oath matchup is very difficult, you know, so on the side of Campo, so... Oh no, the hook! OC should have saw this one coming! You know, he was kind of stuck. He was stuck between a, you know, a glacier and a hard place, I guess. It was just so predictable that he's going to walk to the left-hand side there, try and get back to his team. So, you know, very, very nice predictive hook from Yui there. And to the left-hand side, we're seeing Sinnoh find Choipi. Dash down onto the south side, onto Blackrock. 15 seconds and a spike comes out. QTS get outed, and SOS shortly after them. We're on to 3 teams, but the fight is not stopping. Aiden now sending it in. Hook back, Blackrock. I'm pretty sure it's got Fate Rewinder, maybe. Oh, maybe it's a cooldown. I'm not sure then. Oh, it's probably a cooldown still from Campo, maybe. Shroom tipping up to the top left. Blink. Oh, we got Shroom outed. So 3LP. Can Aiden do some magic here? We've seen him do it before. Has he got enough for 2.7? They need to quickly request. Ideally. Oh! That looked very glitchy there. Bomber runs and the nuke come out. Most want to pick up. TRF get back up in a second. That's really, really good. And the box res is coming out. Aiden with the most wanted pickup. Oh my god, that's a mega chunk of damage from Blackrock. Boombox is now dropped. Aiden looking for a cheeky hook there. Makes his way up through the anomaly north side. Now it looks like TRF are going to try and have a field there with TSM. The anomaly slam, it was a nice attempt there. You can kind of use it like a blink. And Meep is last alive. As now setting in through with the anomaly as well. Nade misses and he gets spiked. And Aiden, he has red. Okay, he's got the red GA res. He's picked up one member. And the second one I think is happening too. Oh, 1 minute 15. Oh, it's on there. Okay, never mind. I was looking at the top one. I didn't see where the other one was, but yeah, it's on there. So I think he's going to keep trying this. We'll see if they can dance around it. If we know that Shrew is actually quite evasive on the Zeph there. 1 minute left. Oh, he tried the grappling. It would have been so nice. And Yui finds Akalinks, unfortunately, as soon as he gets back alive. But these mini islands are just so nice for Kingpins here. Especially with both of these anomalies. Oh, but the hook back, knock away. And unfortunately, the icicle means that he gets spiked, unfortunately. So, it looks like TRF are taking game 3 pretty convincingly here. I'm just gonna open up Discord 1 second.
Enemy finished. Enemies have captured a soul.
Alright, sure. Hey, how's it going, Relic?
Yo,
Yo.
just really impressed by the amount of KP farming that Aiden allowed TRF to do there.
Yeah, it feels illegal, right? I'm just gonna sort out the screen share in a second.
Oh, you're the man, no worries.
Alrighty. And I just need to sort the oh no, we need to wait for the bans actually, because the last 2 scrim blocks we've been incorporating bans to try and, you know, make it comparable to the tournament format. So
in that case, allow me to take this opportunity to remind everyone, please stop DMing me to change the rules for like a tournament a week away. Everyone's like, oh, 4 bans, and I'm like, yeah, that does sound cool, for a later tournament.
Yeah, and there was a lot of discussion, especially in the. I think you were there actually. You were present during, when there
I
was
actually wasn't,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
part of the problem is that everyone and their mother wants to DM me to say, "Yo, we had this discussion," and I'm like, "Man, I know. It's like 10 other people have DM'd me about it." But it's just I definitely understand the reasoning behind it, and I know there's some worry that like the bans are going to be obvious, which is true.
Yeah, yeah,
We're also obvious to a certain extent for NA as well. So that's kind of the main reason why we're sticking with 3 rather than trying to adapt it immediately for quote unquote EU tastes, which are refined. We know that we are the superior region. But basically, it was Oath Myth and a toss up between KP and Carbine, which
yeah,
actually
yeah.
was quite a surprise that KP was so prevalent in NA for once. But yeah, I'd
It's
be shocked
crazy.
if it's not Oath KP
I mean,
Myth.
you'd be surprised with the first scrim block we had. We had Shrike banned.
Whoa!
Yeah, so
Oh, I see. Yes. So this was part of the whole, oh, we're going to try and manipulate the first half. Hey, if I up it to fucking 10 bans, there's going to be people still trying to game the system.
yeah, yeah. But I think
That's
surprisingly, it was only like maybe you could even argue like maybe one person. I'm not even going to say who it is, just in case they weren't. But everyone else, I think, was just on their mains. It was just how the lobby kind of presented itself on that day.
no, exactly. And look, I understand the fears of collusion, but you got to
Yeah, yeah,
I think this is kind of like a wide speaker announcement to everyone. You're all cracked. You're all trying to game the system. You're all trying to collude. You're all trying not to collude. Welcome to competitive esports.
yeah,
Like everyone's going to try and get the best out of it. And so really, the best advice I can give you is to play to your own strengths. Don't care about anyone else. Focus on yourselves.
yeah. What about contingencies? Do you think people should, maybe pick up a second character, have like something else in the tuck?
Bro, if you are a one trick once 1.0 hits,
Yeah,
you're doomed.
for sure.
Listen, I love Lancelot as much as the next guy. If that person as a Jin one trick wants to continue trying to be competitive in 1.0, you're gonna run into trouble.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
yeah, I mean, look, if we do get to a point where we have like a Super Vibe Global series or something, by that point, I don't know how many characters are in the game. I was saying to like Aiden and Izuna, for example, that I'd probably look at 4 bans once we hit 24, 25
Yeah, yeah,
hunters. But there is also a scenario where perhaps we get into Apex style ban systems where we ban a hunter every game.
Oh,
And then you've
okay,
got to
yeah.
be on your toes. Oh, wow, they went to Carbine Bishop? Yo! Lancelot's going to be
That's
fine.
crazy. Also, is there a chance you could boost your mic a touch? I've got you up to like 200%, but
No, I'm a quiet boy, you see.
okay, no worries.
Let me have a look, see whether I've done anything. No, it's on max.
All good, all good.
It's because I do get very loud though. I also have an announcement to make for everyone in the lobby. Can we bully WN once they're done here? So Paplush, Zephanox, and Kappa, they are not signed up to Abyss. Oh, we got 24.
Oh, what, just now?
We got 24. I just looked over
Oh.
to my other monitor. It's Grr. It's Salma, it's Xynos, and it's aggressive.
Oh, nice.
France pulls through once again. In that case, guys, you don't have to bully WN.
Yeah,
It's
we can all be nice to each
sign
other.
up, it'd be nice to have a reserve team just in case, but there's no need to bully them anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to need some reserve team. I just feel like someone's going to forget about this tournament, unfortunately.
You just know that they are.
Yeah.
Well, not even you can't forget because I always do the like before check-in. Even I have pre-checks.
Yeah.
To make sure that everyone is intending to turn up on that day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But there's always one where like, oh, my mate has decided not to turn up, and now I'm going to pull the entire team. When I'm like, just find one player. You just need the one player. You're fine.
Right, we've just got the bans in as well. Sorry to interrupt. We've got Oath, Bishop, and Saros on the bans.
Saros.
Yeah.
Ooh. Man, Sprokane is not going to be happy.
I mean, he can play the KP. Oh wait, yeah, KP's okay. Yeah.
He can rotate to KP.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's still not going to be happy because dude is killer on Saros.
Yeah, and it's going to adjust their game plan. You know, they have a very niche game plan. You know, for their specific comp that works well, but
they do. I mean, really, the
Select your
whole
hunter.
Oath Cake
Every
meta
moment an
is
opportunity.
just EU
You
core.
are the drop leader.
And that's why I like the Shies so much, is that they've opened up a whole new avenue, something a little more aggressive, something quite akin to Moonlit Battlegrounds, of course, because they utilize Pineapple on Shrike very effectively. But whereas Shrike is very much 1v1, with Saros, you've got that ability to catch so many strays
yeah,
in one blast, to combine that with phenomenal close range initiation through Hachi on the Bishop, and we know that Yaza can rotate onto a bunch of different things. Of course, a bit of a myth aficionado. They are so... They are...
right. I don't know. I don't know where you were going there. I think I know where you were going there, but you just cut out for a second. Wait, just repeat what you said again. Oh, we might have lost Relic temporarily, guys. But I think he'll be back any second soon. I'll just give him a quick DM. Oh, you're back.
Am I?
Yeah, it just cut out for a second there. You are back there.
On my webcam. I'll rejoin in a bit. Be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Alrighty, so we're seeing 3 armors on Dawn. Anything else spicy so far? I didn't even get a chance to look at the comps, unfortunately, there, because I was doing a bit of a... Just checking some stuff. Right, let's see. So we got Blackrock on the Illuna. What is going on? We've got Lance on the Krista. 3LP are looking pretty resilient. Fan looking pretty resilient as well. Synod on the Zeph, which we've seen him on a couple of times before. Choipy on the Ghost. Anything in regards to drop patterns that looks crazy? Pretty calm. Let's have a look up to full. We got Hachi on the Shiv, which we've seen him do a couple of times before. So they had 2 bans, which these bans affected them very significantly here. But we're going to see how they adapt, Welcome back.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you sound good. You sound great. All good.
Woo! We love technology.
Alrighty. So it looks like QTS are going to take Boombox for free, and I think they were having a mini face-off against FBI. They decided to wander away for the moment. Yeah, you were speaking before about like team comps and things of that nature. So, are there any?
Yeah.
What's it looking like in NA? Are there any like spicy comps that are really breaking the mold? That I'm not too familiar with, or?
No. it's literally Moonlit Battlegrounds with Shrike, and that's kind of it. They really are set in their ways to the extent where Myth and Oath are easily in 50-60% of every single composition. Again, the spiciest thing that's happened in the last couple of months is that they're enjoying Kingpin more, which well done on catching up to Europe from like 6 to 7 months ago.
Yeah.
It's more about it's the macro changes between NA and EU, which is really just where their comps are so stagnant, because they sit off so much. It is very rare to get to an end game in North America with less than 10 teams, and so it's really about not just capitalizing on third-party situations, but how do we remove people away from their safe spots, which is why Oath is so prevalent, of course, denying KP hooks. Is why something like a Carbine is pretty useful, because between the Shock Trap and the RMB, a full send actually works a lot better. Bishop as well gets a lot of joy over in North America.
Yeah. I remember seeing the tier list not too long. Well, it probably was a bit of time ago now, maybe like 2 or 3 months, and everyone in NA was just putting KP like F tier. I just remember that E was infamously thinking like, what are these guys smoking, man? And as you mentioned, it seems like they've caught on to the wider picture that we've already painted, sort of thing.
I tell you, man, it's the same in Asia though. Asia has dropped Oath like Andy dropped Woody in Toy Story once he found Buzz Lightyear. Like once they found that actually, and this is why I think that the Shies are kind of ahead of the curve. Not to glaze up Sprocane and crew too much, but they can see the advantages of having overwhelming power in the face of an Oath shield. But speaking about overwhelming power here, not really too much to separate between these two teams, SOS and 3LP, apart from maybe the micro. And AWI misses out on the Q there. A little dance, a little hot step from SOS's Theo, who finds the welcoming arms with his teammates here. The tree goes down.
Ooh.
Nice poke and a lovely dash forward from AWI. Finally claims mana here as SOS split away.
Ooh.
Theo should be able to find an escape. Not so much the same for Sinoid.
Yep. Unfortunately, we get some complaints about the mic. Did you swap to the webcam mic, unfortunately, or?
I shouldn't have.
Oh, okay. Just have a quick look if you can, and maybe you can fix that one. But yeah, that was an insane fight. The hooks just, you just kept catching them. That was so crazy.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's way better.
Okay. Good. Thanks, team. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All good. Oh my god. It's like listening to you in 4K now. Holy. Great.
Yeah, no. It's that would explain why I was far away as well.
No worries. We're seeing Scale on the cards and Soul Stealer. We know that, as you mentioned, 3LP got a bunch of shards there, and they got free farm like on Kata and Cold Fang, so that's going to be really, really nice for them as we progress into like night 1. Oh, maybe a big fight here potentially. Campo finding one. Level 6 on all sides. Campo's not sending it in. Oh, it's the last second. Fizzles it as well. It's going to get north side.
Oh, Little Meep's able to get away. They keep on using this rock face beautifully just to try and angle off any sort of attack, of course, with the arcane railgun. That can still go through the rock, but you have to be a pretty good sharp shot to be able to make those shots land. And
sure.
all of that for no knocks, no kills. But I think that suits both parties just fine.
Yep, exactly. And I think all these teams, especially on this top right side, are going to have to consider how they want to rotate into this circle, because the circle pool is not necessarily favourable to them. We'll see if anyone wants to like gatekeep this perimeter. I think that's going to happen potentially. Once the next zone starts to close in. We are looking at day 2 mob resets as well. So once that's farmed up, we're going to see how the dance begins.
The storm is closing.
There's a lot of space to work with in the Ion 8 coast, but it does become a choke point when you start to see 2, 3, 4 teams spreading their wings a little. And the Red Frogs, who've already picked up 1 win today, made that 2 wins actually, with game 3 victory, going up into level 9, real toss-up.
Oh, the hook
goes over actually to Mads, who continue to back up here. No level 9's proc as of yet.
Oh, the stun!
Lands the RMB with that Aluna, but they're not able to find their way to the back line. Excellent frontline work here from Axcor, of course, the Brazilian coming over from South America to Germany, now on being able to play with these EU folks, but they've backed up into 2 teams now. Look at this, rotating from the north, TSM and Cuties. Axel utilizing that ultimate really well again, just to try and cover off his teammate, but one has been caught and sent to the abyss. That is Lancelot for the Mad Academy. Blackroar taking out Blink, Theo taking out Purple elsewhere on the map, because Aurora is south of this battle as well.
Oh my God.
TSM are the unlucky party here, down at 12. Meanwhile, Maniac Academy sure to follow soon, and there they are indeed, down at 11.
Jesus, the fight was just... Everyone was just magnetized to this specific location, it felt like. Wow. We're also seeing another pickup on Paplouche here. Whoa, this is like never ending. I did call it that was going to happen, once this circle starts to close in, and it didn't even fully collapse, and we already saw that everyone just meet up. Now, we are seeing the soul spawn in about 30 seconds or so. FBI have kind of have first dibs over the Vive one, and XP is still up for grabs between potentially about 3 or 4 teams here. We are seeing Shy rotating all the way bottom right inside from the typical drop pattern, so we'll see how they want to play this one. They typically play like kind of slow and reserved. So, it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of adapt with these bans in the tuck now. Nice to find Zephanox at the same time. Let's have a quick flick up on the top side. Oh.
Yeah, this is down over the Chaos Steps, and so one clip of the glider, and they're heading into the stanky lava. We got a two-way teleporter, I should say. Looking to steal away that res tower. Shroom taking out Cuties though, so this 3LP battle has erupted with the Shies looking to join the fun. Third party gets a stun with a rain of arrows, and here comes Aurora from the north. There's the shield. Here comes the bullet train. Oh, Greninja flies over it. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Usually you lose too much altitude and you're flying headfirst into that ramming force. Gets away with it, Greninja, and they're trying to maintain station here, it looks like, to try and get EXP soul, but there's 4 or 5 teams vying for the same land.
Yep. We are in day 3 now. And, we need to see... Oh! Sebi might be getting caught out here. 1 HP. Scale at the last second gives him an extra bit of HP. The heals as well, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Overkill rounds as well. Seal the deal. And Acklinks does get that kill there. We do see the tree combo. Let's see if this hits it. Aiden with the grappling stun. Slug wave 2. Hudis gets found out now. So WDH are going to have to look for some sort of res opportunity. Whoa.
And there was residue there as well, the shock trap from Acklinks actually leading into Aiden being able to land the Abyssal Slam. And therefore taking the mana coils for themselves, although there are still plenty of lurking teams. That EXP Soul is not going to go down anytime soon. One would wager. How about these two teams though? Cuties and the Purple Fangirls, where they're going to go their separate ways after a couple of pot shots across the way. 3LP managing to proc here a couple of level 10s I see, with Nizer a level 11, Blackrog level 11. That's the Red Frogs. They're up north. And 3LP, I think, just wanting to make sure that all of their avenues are well checked, and well, they are well checked, but unfortunately the information back is not great. Shy's there as WN pulls a 10.
Yep. So they just completely collapsed on them, it seems, on the top side. And I've just been patiently waiting to see if they actually start the soul, and it is, we are going to approach phase 2 shortly once these kind of shards / crystals die. And then after that, we need to see how Shy want to rotate up. They've been creeping on the south side forever, and they're slowly making their way up now. Bibiblux is still last alive on the right hand side, just trying to wait to make sure he can avoid the eyes of 3LP, which I think he has done for the moment. And the benefit now is that Sproking can now play that KP, so we may be looking at some sort of steal here potentially. And Aiden and Sproking were teammates not too long ago, so they've probably been exchanging all the little secret tips of the trade, especially in relation to KP. I mean, it's already half HP on the soul. We'll see who's going to get that ever important last hit. Shine out.
What the hell as well? Watching top right, what the hell? I'm watching brief, but it doesn't matter. They've decided not to go for the contest. Wait, no, they don't get it.
Yes, they did.
on the second wind. Wow. They got the KP emote BM. Love it.
Yeah, you have to emote, especially Shrew, but he loves to emote in those situations. But I think rightfully so. It's one of those things, you have to do it.
Man, unfortunate there for the Shies. But nothing lost, I don't think. I mean, you could say, yeah, they lost the XP Soul, but they were always the second favorites, I feel. Even with the KP hook in tow, 3LP had done the work. They get their just rewards. But now how about this rotate out? Well, that's an excellent hook. And Hudis is utterly eviscerated. And 3LP want more. Maybe not, though. Aiden BY returning to the relative safety of this barge. They're going to have to move to the ring, however. The storm encroaching. And they're into mana coils. Safety for the moment.
Yep, and we also see Lingo trying to narrowly avoid the pressure from both teams. Chopi gets down. The boombox is placed slightly late there, and he's actually pushed away by the wall as well. Nice knock away from Campo, but I don't think he can support enough here. It looks like Chopi is going to get down, but the Orb of Argos is actually keeping the Whisper relatively healthy for the moment. And now it's going to start decay rapidly. Okay, nice fallback. I'm not sure if Fan are going to permit this one for free, though. The Fury sent out by Purple, doing a mega chunk of damage. Camp has to ult out at the last minute. Does go to the south side and is going to get rapidly healed up by OC. So now QTS are definitely looking for some sort of escape here. And we do see on the top side, just above them, SOS are there as well.
Yeah, Sprokane running the Timu version of the big old delicate disguise. The Bushwalker only giving you limited stealth. But look at this, the poor Purple Fangirls have been caught right in the middle of a bit of a smush sandwich. Mr. Ice-T put in the fridge here by Sprokane as Kisa and Purple move south. Kisa there looking to try and get a spike of some sort onto Hachi. No cigar. Now SOS moving. Cuties meanwhile looking around as the house burns down around them. Purple Fangirls fall at 9, and Cuties will be hoping now that SOS and Shy go into combat, which indeed they do. Should allow Cuties the opportunity to rotate around, but they're taking too long. The reason why they have, though, is because they've got that 13 member back up.
Yep, it's so crazy. Oh, and the tree combat does get a stun, in fact, onto Greninja, if I'm not mistaken. He does manage to dash down the south side. And 3LP a little bit wounded here, but oh, the grappling's hook and the mantle as well. Greninja does manage to escape there with the bungee, surprisingly, with 1 HP. Last alive on his team. We're also seeing Lingo in a similar situation. We'll see if there's going to be like a mini 1v1 exchange here. He's going to check into the bush. I think it's going to happen here. Overkill rounds come out. The ulti as well from Greninja. And one more ulti will seal the deal, but the hover wings actually allows Greninja to escape there with a slither of HP.
Yeah, Lingo did have the opportunity to shift further in and go for the kill, but of course, that opens him up to all sorts of trouble. He doesn't have vision on that area, which means that he could just go down as quickly as he would have taken down Greninja. Greninja, of course, who's just run from trouble into even worse trouble, surrounded by how many squads here? 3 or 4?
Yes, so
Cuties
many.
and SOS in their own battle. Greninja's going to try and be not so subtly sneaky. Second wind pushes away Choi and OC. SOS now down to 2. Greninja, what was that? Was that a misclick? The ultimate went down. Oh dear.
Yeah, the
indeed.
redirect.
Greninja and Aurora.
The Citizen Brace does actually connect down to Sunoid, but the defensive hook there probably gives him an extra second life. Oh, very lucky escape from SOS, all things considered. Yeah, and as you mentioned, I'm not sure why Greninja decided to just rotate there at the end. Maybe he thought that there was another team north side or something along those lines. At the same time, Yui finds Theo, and TRF sealed the deal, taking out SOS 6th place. TRF have like really good armor economy as well. Still got the Mega Avalanche. 3LP have double souls. They got the scale on Shroom as well. So they're looking, got 2 really strong teams here. And Shy have just been perma-lurking, on the right-hand side for the majority of the game, picking up kills here and there.
Yeah, Red Frog's looking for their 3rd win on the bounce.
Yeah.
Interesting to note the soul combination here for 3LP. Of course, they got those unlimited Vive brews. EXP soul going to be very useful for Ackling Zaxxon. Some big cooldown boons to take away from this EXP soul. You could say the same for Raiden, of course, and Shroom. We know what they can do when they hit that level 15 power scale. Yazer, though, moving in on B-Box. Oh, lovely grenade.
Ooh.
And the summon Napalm.
Yep.
Lovely shift away from Yaza. BB Bloofs now escapes the fuselage. Oh, but straight into the hands of 3LP. Rotated round. Jagoose is cooked, my friend. Into the storm.
Yeah,
I
does
don't think
way
you're
too
getting
much
out of this one,
damage.
son. Bye-bye.
He's gone. WDH out 5th place. And I think at the same time, Yui died to the train if I'm not mistaken, or maybe got beckoned into it. Something happened really strange there. And the QTS are now pouncing onto Niza, 1 HP. We'll see if BlackRock can do something crazy here on this Illuna. The Air Blast has already been used. Niza, unfortunately gets outed. And this one's going to be a big stinker for TRF. And they are maybe donating this kill kindly to 3LP. We'll see if that's going to be the case, and yes, it is. So TRF surprisingly are at 4th place, and Shy have now rotated around all the way. Kind of pushed QTS away from that bonfire. QTS do have their bonfire already in zone as well, which is pretty nice.
It's a level up for Cuties. I mean, they went for a solid 1 or 2 months where they weren't even qualifying for top 12 in Super Vibes Showdown, in Sunday Night Vibes, in Abyssal Cups. Things were looking pretty not good for them, but they've stuck together. They've demonstrated that grind mentality. And we're starting to see them more often than not continue to hit these top 5 placements that they used to way back in the day with the likes of Vimpin and Meki Mech, but they've got 2 incredibly strong squads here.
Yeah,
3LP
100%.
with the soul advantage, yes, but Sameri, we've got level 14s for the Shies. Level-wise, the team in the driver's seat, let's say.
Yeah, definitely would agree with that. But I think the armors are going to be more important in this end game. I'm not sure if the 1-level transition between 13 and 14 is going to be too pivotal, but as you mentioned not too long before that, the 15 one it can be. We're just going to see how. We've got the 2-way coming out. Okay, never mind. QTS are just chilling for the moment. They've got Boombox, Avalanche. There we are, obviously in that Mexican standoff sort of territory for the moment. So I think 1 hook here is going to start this whole chain reaction. So it's going to be either Sprokane or Aiden at fault here, for causing a potential grief from one side or the other.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's testing our reaction times there.
And the Yazer putting down this base count now. That'll give the Shies the opportunity to TP back, but AWI
no, the catch!
They knew too well! That play was
second.
far too telegraphed! And Sprokane, fancy flying, gets away, but AWI, what he misses! I believe that was, Yazer rotating and TPing back onto base of the Shies. What a huge mistake, let off the literal hook.
Literally, holy. And we're seeing the zone rotate kind of favouring 3LP now. It was initially on QTS's side, but now QTS are going to have to try and find a way in, and there's only this kind of big island. I don't think they have an E-plat, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they're either going to have to dance on the train tracks or play on this island, and that's going to be, that's going to be potential for Shy. Depending on how they're rotating as well, they can maybe go to the top-hand side, kind of this way. We need to see if kind of QTS maybe decide to pad. They might even pad here and then kind of trying to jump over both teams to kind of avoid being in the middle of the sandwich. We'll see what kind of option they consider here.
They
Warning,
can pad. They can
storm
also
closing.
potentially take the next bullet train for a very quick rotate.
Yeah, I think you're
The thing
calling
is
it
that-
here very correctly and accurately. Oh
There
my
we are.
god.
But this
We'll
is,
see
I
if
mean,
any
the
of the teams
circle's not
notice
gonna move
this.
Soon enough.
Yeah,
They're gonna have to go
3OP.
away.
Oh, the Vortex Charm! The ulti as well!
Unbelievable. Well,
Oh my
okay, but they've got the boombox, but here goes the hook.
Yeah,
the
they-
hook is not denied. The avalanche buys some space, and look at that Eva healing.
Oh my
Cuties
God.
successfully rotate.
Yep, and we did call it. They went to the top side. It looks like 3OP did predict it as well, but the boombox just gave him so much breathing room. Really nicely used there. But obviously, that's going to be off cooldown now. It's got a relatively long cooldown. I don't think they're going to be able to get a second utilization out of that power anymore. So, before this game ends, and now we're just seeing the E-plat play and the Bond play from Shy. They've got very limited surface area to kind of play on. They've got the anomaly which they might force through here with the win ring as well, which Shroom has kindly made here with his shift level 4. Kind of unconventional to see a Zeph with a shift level 4 actually.
Yeah. Gotta be careful of those trains still.
Yeah.
But a touch of life and a mega avalanche. Shies are going to have to make a move at some point. Yazer may be looking to initiate a shift walk through the rock face. Where's that E-platform? There it is. They find another small slither of hope. And QTs are being kept north as Sprokane goes for the entrance.
Nice knockdown!
They fail.
Train
Here
kills
comes the
Sprokane! No way!
Missiles lands, stuns him in place like a rabbit in the headlights. They could do nothing to deny their doom, but here comes Cuties now with the Sinner's Embrace, with those Orbs of Argos, and then the Mega Avalanche to try and push them off the tracks. AWY is going to be stunned, the Rain of Arrows goes down, and the Orb of Argos fails to tickle the skin of the Kingpin as Aiden retreats to relative safety.
Okay, so now we know that the train obviously only goes one way, so how do you think 3OP are going to try and make it back into the circle now? What kind of options do you think they've got?
I mean, what options do they have? They just, I mean, if
They just send it.
Pads, they've got to scale. They've got to just send it like you
Oh
say.
my god,
Oh,
Choipy
and they could just do
taking
that.
so
They
much
could
damage,
just
and
do
Hachi
that.
sending it in
There's
with
a
Fusillade.
They have to get it for the most wanted because they've lost Sprokane, of course,
Right.
early on. This is a 2v3 situation, or a 2v2v3 now, since Cuties have lost Choipy. In all of that, their main damage dealer, for consistency's sake, they do have Campo, but they've got to land all of those passives. And look at this wonderful management work from 3LP, focusing the orbs, no healing for you. OC
Oh,
looks
the
to bring
beacon!
Shy to the party instead, looking to say to 3LP, hey, take these guys out first.
Oh,
Second win.
oh, the
catches
spike as well.
OC15, and there's the spikes on one. Oh, Akalink's got to get off the train track, and they do. It's a 1v1 here, Yazer versus Campo, or maybe the Shies will go down first. Indeed, they do. The Cuties steal the kill
oh my
away.
God,
That was sensational. The Cuties come back, baby. That's what we're here to see. Unbelievable work from the old dogs of the EU server. Shroom 1v3, train on the way, shift into the storm, finds a death box. Surely not going to get the death box revive from here. Does have a very quick armor swap onto the blue shield. Miss from the Q from Campo, but Shroom, you got nowhere to go, son. Arcane Railgun misses, and here comes the Q into the train track. Sinner's Embrace, no shift this time, Shroom. Cuties win game 4.
Oh my god, that end game was so fucking cinema, man. That was amazing. Holy.
That kill steal, essential. You would have thought 3LP just on cleanup duty in that final minute, but to bring back the entire squad, it catches 3LP
Storm
completely off guard.
And just looking at the wins, we've got like QTS and TRF, both have won twice so far in this scrim block. It's so insane to see. Like, we're not seeing any of the typical names either. Well, apart from TRF, I guess, but
Well, again, it's not just about the comeback story in that game. Cuties is really on the rise.
oh,
They're
for sure.
starting to string together a really impressive number of scrim and tournament performances, which is more akin to the Cuties which we were seeing near the start of open beta. And we know the quality of EU. It's a little bit up in the air, admittedly, right now,
Choose
with the likes of
wisely.
Turbo Velocity disbanding, and obviously
Every
there's a few
moment
players who are
an
taking a step
opportunity.
away before 1.0, but
You are the
hey,
drop
listen,
leader.
if some of the watchdogs are out for the night, then it's time to party.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've been noticing this trend of them improving. It used to be that they would like kind of fighting an isolated like 3v3 fight and they kind of lose it maybe by by a fine margin, and now they're like kind of decidedly winning these fights. And it's really, really nice to see them, and also the macro improvements as well. It used to be that, you know, as well, sometimes you see them as the second squad, you know, it'll be 2 squads left, and they just fumble the macro in such a bad way. And it seems like, you know, they've really taken reins on it now.
Well, on top of that, you know, they're one of the few teams in EU who's running an EVA. Really, the only other team running EVA, the Cookers.
Yeah, the Cookers. Yeah, we've got
Race,
Luca, obviously. Yeah.
And so, you know, you've got, if you've got a specialist in your midst like that, we see similar things with the last door. I know Lima is off Bebo for the moment, trying to learn Oath, but we see plenty of Bebo teams trying to build around the Bebo. Of course, the Shy's building around Saros quite significantly, and so it feels like they have found a play style and a hunter composition that works a treat. You know, this Ghost, the grenade, can throw people into the Orbs of Argos. By moving away from the Orbs of Argos, an individual makes themselves more susceptible to Campo on the Duel. I'm running it back right to pre-alpha days. On the Duel. If they're able to single someone out with that shift, if you're an ADC, you're exploding in seconds.
Yeah, legit. And it's so nice as well because of the Oath as well being gone, that we're seeing so many, like, the duels just have so much more space to breathe than they typically would, right? Like, we know that Oath typically just gatekeeps a lot of the meta, and now he's gone. You know, now we're actually, you know, trying out bans. We're seeing, you know, how it's going to look potentially in the comp scene, the full comp scene. You know, it's going to be nice to see how all the teams adapt. And in fact, we already seen SOS die. TRF taking one there. Synoid now, or slash SOS, needs to find a way out here. They only have level 1, so their mobility is going to be relatively low. Synoid 1 HP. It looks like SOS get outed instantly. 12th place.
That choice to choose Q as their first ability, and the fact that they were able to land said Q, just leads that entire scenario playing out.
Yeah,
that
100%.
Girl Cafe Manager is on a hot streak.
100%. It's also that level 2. So once you've lost that level 2 fight and you've not picked shift, it's like super really bad danger. Like, you've got to try and do whatever you can to survive and try and, you know, split apart. But, you know, if you've not taken the shift level 1, and oh man, it's really bad.
It's a nice case study for you out there if you're learning how to be competitive. Right? Sometimes, if you're going into battle against another team, might be worth just having one of the type of shift on there. But 100%. As we take a little look at the game state, got Armor Soul and Damage Soul.
Yep.
That's our 2 souls this time around. And Final Destination. I'm not sure where we're heading though.
Final is going to be on Machine on the right hand side.
Machine?
Yeah.
Let's go. Platform time, baby.
Yep, exactly. So Shy they typically find about 1 or 2 in Molten / Chaos / Wellspring. So I guarantee that the Shy are going to be well equipped to deal with that one. If they manage to make it that far, let's hope that is the case. We also saw Sebi with Masamune pick up, which is really nice, getting it early. And aside from that, I think we've seen WDH take up the armors from Skyrats, and 3OP with their standard drop rotation onto Grind, now buying up. And we always see Aiden with the grappling because of that. And he's yeah, I think they may be making their way, just looking around, assessing the bottom situation, seeing if there's anything else to farm. At the same time, we're looking at WN here. See what happens.
Not a good look for Aurora. They've only just hit level 5, level 6, and WN clearly a little more comfortable in their skin right now. TSM also north, just south of the Hearts.
Yeah, yeah.
And Aurora not fancying that battle either.
I think it's I think most teams feel like they're kind of well restrained, apart from the early out from SOS there. Most teams are, you know, just on the farm grind for the most part, which is it's relatively healthy to see on the day one, because there were some scrim blocks where you just see teams constantly fighting, and you know, really early on in the scrim days, you'd see, you know, a lot of teams dying, you know, before night 1 even started, you know.
Well, it's part of scrim behavior, right? You experiment, you see. I guess the question is, are you them?
Yeah,
and if you're more often dying than not in these early encounters, then hey, maybe you're not them, and maybe you should try and find another way to bring yourself into the game to aim for those. Because again, at the end of the day, placement points are still super important. You can go to the end of the game with 0 KP if you're picking up 15 to 20 points
Exactly.
from placement, you're still going to be competitive in the space of a series.
100%. And I think that's a really important point of macro, like, especially, as you mentioned before, the new teams need to consider, like, you're typically not going to hand stiff most teams, you know, because they've been playing for so long, they're very experienced, they've got a lot of, you know, gel between them to, you know, they mesh really well together. You know, they've already found their own secret formula, so it's up to, you know, it's up to you. You know, if you're a new team, you've got to find your own secret formula. It could be an unconventional comp, it could be an obscure play style, it could be playing for placement. You know, you got to try and find your footing, and obviously Scrims is one of those places to experiment with all those variables, and you know, try and find your where your success lies or your win conditions lie. And you know, as you know, we're seeing that with kind of Shy, for example. You know, with the team comp that they found that kind of secret sauce, and they're leveraging it a lot. You know, in tournaments and in scrims. So it's good to see.
Just wait till we see the first Hudsons creep back into EU. Then we're really gonna cook.
Yeah, I think we only have like one player left now. I think it's Chronoxius is the only one who plays it.
Yeah. You got the odd appearance from Jake Braun as well, as TSM is taking down Maniac Academy, it looks like top right. Meanwhile, what the hell? Might very well be saying that pretty soon, because they're doing pretty okay against 3LP. Watch out for Shroom, they're not just with the Sand Wall, but more crucially the Tac Nuke.
Oh, he sent it over!
Oh, a great readjustment though. Kingpin on Kingpin violence. And lovely use of the grappling hook to close the distance again. Really strong from Lelouch though. Drops that RMB bomb to buy himself a little more time. They're rotating now back over the abyss. BB Blue's able to make some distance. There's a shift from Lelouch. The Ghost Grenade will miss. But 3LP, well, Akalinks wanted to go for a bit more of a chase. The rest of his team are not clearly on the same wave.
Yep, and it looks like on the right-hand side, full right-hand side, we're seeing FBI and Lingo. We're looking at day 2 mob resets. You know, we're having a mini exchange, a mini dance, but Fire is selling it with ulti. Never mind, they have the level 7 advantage, and that means that Campo is likely going to die here. The Orb of Argos and the Beacon giving him an extra bit of survivability. OC takes out one, Kobe takes down another, and it's Lingo last alive in the blink of an eye. It looks like QTS are taking this one. So FBI are out 11th place, and QTS now have domain over Gridlock. Holy.
Either once they get going, the only thing that they're going to be sucking in is your health. Absolutely destroying health bars. And that was a really lovely ultimate as well. You've got to wait for those shift usages. But here's the Tac Nuke that we were mentioning. WN, just enough time to get out of the blast radius. But 3LP looking feisty. And unfortunately for Lelouch there, his journey away from danger led him back into it. They're the Shies with a free KP to their name.
Big. And it was always honestly looking kind of like QTS were kind of going to lose it for a second there, but then as you mentioned, the Orb of Argos, the heal, how much it heals in such a short period of time, it almost feels illegal. Like I guess OC's, you know, OC and Luca, the only two EVA players, are seeing the value, and you know they are correctly making the plays. Oh, we're seeing a nice spike here. Summon Napalm as well. Axel taking a decent chunk of damage, has to dash away at the last second. Spike shield already used. Oh, narrowly avoiding the gliders there from Yui.
A little bit of an assist from the fan.
Yeah.
There's not really much place that Maniac Academy can go. I mean, there's this little alleyway for sure, and Axel gonna block off the way. Watch Cat Girl Cafe Manager though into the glider engine immediately. Able to rotate back through and then rotates back out again. I wonder whether they've spotted something. Indeed, they have.
Yep.
It's the Shies who are split to the wind. Sprokane getting chased down by his former teammate. A to B White, there's the slugger. And get back over here, he says. We want our KP, and Akalinks claims.
So we do see Hachi last alive with Boombox in tow. And he's looking at potential res opportunities. He's going to quickly flick back up to the north side. Looks like the fight never stopped. Shroom did die in this exchange. And now we're seeing TSM and AUR with a mini face-off. Sebi kind of messing up the dash for the time being. But he's going to be able to recover. Greninja has to dash out from the summon Napalm as well. There. It looks like the fight is kind of calmed down for the moment. It's going to be day 3 very shortly. So people are going to be looking for those mobs. There we go. AUR goes straight up to the north side.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Feels like
There we
a mirrored universe for me, seeing Little Meep on the Ghost and
The storm is
on the
closing.
Kingpin. I know that they can play both very well, but it doesn't sit right in my bones, man. It doesn't sit right in my bones. Bones strengthen though for the QTs who've picked up damaged soul.
Yep.
Armor. Well, this is currently at least the territory, the estate, is in the hands of steady momentum. But QT's
Sure.
lurking, they've rotated quickly, and as have Purple Fangirls looking to have a say.
100%. We're seeing AWOL kind of having to rotate around. They're just bush checking everything, trying to find a way into the zone again. And obviously, you know, we see this massive amount of surface area in the Abyss. So we're going to need to see if teams are, you know, already preparing. And we see 2 E-Plats, you know, one on TRF, one on WN here as well. So those, you know, it's kind of almost basic macro. It's almost like a basic knowledge check. You know, you need to just have that the zone knowledge to, you know, keep it in the back of your mind. Make sure you're planning accordingly in advance. Hachi does narrowly make it out here, being pressured up by Mad. And TRF now looking at for a piece of the pie. Oh, and the stun does connect onto Hachi as he got Boombox. Does place at the last second. Summon Napalm also coming out. He does a pot at the last second. The dagger's also placed. And it's obviously going to be predicted by TRF here. And they are going to continue the chase. The grappling. The hook narrowly misses. Fuselaw coming out, not really connecting against Munch. Killers kills the mob. And Crown is now picked up. Very luckily there. Another dagger escape. We'll see if TRF continue this chase. We know that Hachi does not have an E-plat here. The hook is not connected now. Yasa does get downed. And I believe it's Hachi still last alive again now. Unfortunate. And full top side, we're seeing a big fight happening here. QTS and AUR. Fluffy last alive. And we'll see how he's going to make it out of that one. There is a res there in the boss zone. And they get Shuffler. Nice pickup.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. So Armor Soul going over to TSM. So that's the orange team, and well, right now it's only Little Meep. So we'll see what they can do from here. But 3LP slowly but surely continuing to grow in strength. Aiden BY finds the hook. Oh, and Shroom gets thrown. We talk about the assist from the fans, but it can also be your biggest enemies, although the full send here, a miss from the Abyssal Star. Oh, never mind!
Oh,
it's
nice.
all about Papalouche, but the second win saves Accolades. Into the Abyss they go! Throwing the emotes down. Zephanox not going to commit, but here's Hachi looking for the most wanted proc. And they weren't able to quite get it either. They're now going on to this KP Papalouche over the Abyss, and now Hachi up against 3LP.
Oh, it does connect! Oh, he misses the slow!
He went too far! He's got way too far! Oh, but they've got a jellyfish out there. AWBY looking for the Q-Slam. E-platform. Mano Hermano. Hachi with a good amount of damage done onto AWBY. Here goes Shroom. Precarious look. Oh, they're going to get spiked! No! Oh, that was way too egotistical from Shroom. I love you, my man, but that was asking for trouble.
Oh my god, I can't believe this just happened. At the last second that happened as well. And they box for a spray. They're back as a full 3-man. And 3LP have now found themselves with little amount of space to play. And they've got E-Plat, as you mentioned, not too long ago. So they should be able to play still. But Shy are probably going to be looking for revenge now. Never mind. Aiden's just sending in with grappling. Applying a lot of pressure here. And it looks like, oh, a double spike. Consequently happening. Both times 3LP get out in 8th place. The timing of those spikes was just identical there. Insane.
It's just tunnel vision, baby. It's tunnel vision. We see it all the time in ranked, and sometimes it gets it rears its ugly head.
Yeah.
Here in competitive, like you have Hachi in a 1v1 duel in the air. Why are you giving him the time of day to get a spike and put your team at an immediate disadvantage? It don't make sense to me, sheep.
Oh, and it looks like they tried to engage. They're an hour 2-man, if not me. Yeah, Hachi did die in that exchange. The boombox is already placed. Campo finds one, so there's like 3 fights happening. It looks like a fan. They have E-Plat here, so they should be fine. And we only see one E-Plat from OC. Fluffy chilling in this small corner here amidst the lasers. Oh my god.
So TSM were eliminated in all of that, and it looks so yeah, TRF did pick up the Armor Soul, and that's a really scary looking TRF roster here. We've got Glider Engines, of course, on Cat Girl, Cafe Manager. We've got that Abyssal Scale for Nizer. Just doing a bit of inventory management since nobody's looking to press.
Yep, it's looking pretty calm.
A scout.
And I think what's interesting is I'm not sure if TRF have had many scrim blocks with bands in tow as a full 3-man, you know, because Cat Girl is covering for TRF here. So that's not going to be their typical comp, I would imagine. When the bands come in, I'm wondering what they're actually going to play as a full 3-man.
So who are they replacing again? Sorry, so
typically it's Tredsy, Blackrock, and Nizer. Yeah, so it's just for
Yeah.
today. I think he's just away for the moment. But he might be in tomorrow's scrims if they're playing tomorrow.
I'd imagine Tredsy. I mean, Tredsy probably goes Bishop in these sorts of comps.
Bishop maybe. I think he's pretty formidable on the Ghost too. So if Ghost doesn't get banned, yeah. They're mad and are kind of being forced out here. They've got really good armors. Axel's still down. Fluffy's not been seen yet, I don't think, unless Mad have noticed it. We are seeing the Nod Heart being placed now, so we're going to have to look around here. Maybe it's QTS that took that one. Oh, the grappling slam misses. Slugwave not doing too much, and now Lance is trying to dance against the 3 members of TRF, but the hook does connect on the last second of the slam down. Never mind. Oh, Lance does get down, and we are looking at Right Tengu last alive on the left-hand side. It looks like TRF just want to recuperate here. Let's have a quick look and see where the Nod Heart was placed. Looks like Fluffy also got found out, tried an escape, and TRF get another kill. Just need to see if the Nod...
so long.
Yeah.
Only to get 7th place EU vibes.
So we are seeing the Nod Heart in the centre there. TRF did have that one, so... The next couple of circles are going to be painful for some teams to rotate through. And you're going to have to either choose kind of these big areas here to walk up. And it depends if WM want to gatekeep Shy here, which it looks like Papalush is doing for the moment. Fan are kind of mirroring this, at least for now. And Right Tango does get outed, so Matter out 6th place. We know that he was last alive, so... You know, it's not very hard to stay alive here. There's not really any organic bushes that are... You know, that anyone is not going to check, you know. Most teams are going to check these bushes here. It's not a biome that you're going to see bushes in, you know, sort of thing.
Oh, what do you mean? There's loads of trees in there. Loads of trees. Loads of wildlife. Yeah, it's a tough rotate for Shy, though. Really tough rotate. Looks like they're going to take the left path, which... I mean, we've got the perspective. We've got the vision. We can see that probably heading towards Purple Fangirls is the better route in the short term. Shy, of course, for the long term. And they might be infused here as Cuties go for a couple of pokes.
Oh my god.
TRF and Campo with that shift away. Disaster was mere seconds from existing. Level 13s and 14s, and now Shy have decided to go for the Purple Fangirls. The Ice Wall, though, means that they're able to get away with barely any health here for Kisa, and we turn back to the Cuties channel, and it ain't looking good shit.
Oh no,
it's
Campo.
not looking good at all. Ripped
HP.
apart. Campo with the most wanted, got the Q.
Oh my god, he got it! Did he get the whisk finish is the question.
Campo, they won't get it though. They
No.
won't get it. TRF surround their fallen teammate. The Wisp will be regenerated. Campo with 45 seconds to survive, but TRF ain't gonna pressure.
Yeah, and I think the res might be stuck here. He does walk over it for a split second. I wonder if he does fully stick it, if TRF are going to actually finally look back. We see Papalush there, maybe just looking downwards, but he may try like a 180 and then like look towards Camper and try a hook. But obviously at the same time, they are trying to block out Shy here. 2 members left. 1 hook attempt there with no connection. We've seen the Rain of Arrows to try and buy Shy a bit of breathing room, but now that circle is going to, you know, force them to get strangulated through this small, you know, corridor that's left. And the hook does connect. Can he get the mantle? Oh, nice dash away from Sprokane. And he's now running into the hands of Fan, but he does get the hook. Oh, mantle in the second. Kisa did so much damage to Fusillade, and that's 50 seconds. They get all members back. And Yas's last alive. He gets 1 spike himself. And WN a 2-man. The slam narrowly misses there. Yasa now trying to fight for his life. The Fang comes out against him. He dashes, takes the ring. Whoa, it's really glitchy there. How he managed to get the height, but he has managed to get it. Now dancing around against Papalush. The R&B misses, but he does get the kill. Never mind, picks up the crown.
Oh, but
he's got to get the whole team back.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Kappa Q, wrong place, wrong time. Shy, say thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll take that free reset. I'm actually quite surprised that they didn't just take the phase walk through the machinery. There was an opportunity there, albeit a narrow window. Nevertheless, they can brush the sweat off their brows. They've got another bite of this cherry. Purple Fangirls doing really well to survive this long. Their attempt to get their numbers back up to 3 lasted all of half a second before their third was taken down into the abyss. But been really impressed by Purple and by Kisa here. But as soon as I say that, Kisa with a brutally tragic misstep, and Purple 1v3 will be sent into hell.
Oh, never mind. The hook comes in. This could be devastating for Shy here. Actually, with a decent-sized Fusillade, but you know it's going to get healed up. And they're using that, sending it in. Does catch another hook here. That most wanted is no longer going to happen. It's Yasa last alive now, and it looks like it's going to be TRF taking game 5, unless it's never mind. TRF taking game 5. And just before that, I forgot to mention, you know, we did see Campo with about 30 seconds on his crown, but I think he got outed by TRF. You know, just when I was looking on the south side at Shy and WN there. Because, you know, that was looking really crazy for a second there too, so...
But possibly looking at the the carnage unfolding, and maybe spotting the similar opportunity to what we saw from what was it? Was it Hachi or Yasa with the most wanted, where there's always that opportunity to snipe away to get a spike on that one individual and get all of your team back. But when there's multiple most wanteds looking to be procced, there's always going to be one loser. But right now, there are 10 losers in this lobby, Cymeri, because it's QTs and TRF territory today.
Yep, 100%. And yeah, I'm glad you mentioned what happened there with Hachi, like the Shroom. Hachi's mentioning it in the lobby. We'll see if they get the revenge there. Hachi did play Shiv a long time ago, and Jewel. But you know, he's been predominantly on the Bishop for at least like a year and a half now, so...
You are the drop leader.
It's crazy to think that we're talking in terms of a year and a half.
Yeah.
Game. Like it's and it's so funny that in like a month or two, when this game releases, there's going to be people who have no idea as to the history of this game.
Yeah, the lineage of
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Very exciting, and to all of you future EU comp players, good luck. It's going to be very difficult to overturn some of these monsters.
100%. So we are into game 6 now, the last game of this scrim block, and we're going to be looking at cross country. Yeah, we are getting some messages in the chat about like gatekeeping. Yeah, I think the EU scene is relatively welcoming. So I don't think you know, we typically like people are happy to VOD review each other's scrim blocks and kind of go over things, any mistakes that get observed by other better players. I feel like we can you know, steal shop and steal sort of deal here. Now, hopefully we can continue to do that.
Luca, I on that point about big enough changes, like I can't say too much, but what I can say is that like customs access was seriously debated for 1.0 because of how many changes there are. So
wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say whether it is or is not either, but what I can say is that debate has been happening. So rest assured, there are, again, take the patch notes at name or at face value. Significant evolution is not a lie.
Okay. Some spicy information there, or like it's not really a leak, but it's like an allusion to some information that we can, you know, maybe look forward to.
When you got NDAs.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a caster for like 10, 12 years at this point. You learn what you can say and what you can't say, and what you can say to just, you know, give a little bit of spice.
Yeah, exactly. We are seeing who's going to take this rewinder here and get the levels, the ever-important levels. It looks like UTS take it. Campo with the dash back at the last second. Choipy setting in with Arcane Railgun. The nade does connect onto Lelouch, but a big amount of damage on both sides. The nice rewind at the last second for OC gives him an extra bit of lifespan. Lelouch has to dash out the last second, so we're seeing some dual prowess here from both sides. And the stun does connect from Hudis. It's going to get the autos onto Campo. Oh my god, what an exchange here. We need to see if OC, I think he's looking to bounce already, maybe looking for the res instead of going for the wisp res. Choipy is now getting hit with the autos, the dash 2, narrowly missing Choipy. Oh, he gets down as well, and it is OC that's alive, so, you know, him choosing to run away from the team was the right call there, it seems. Because keeping that Fate Rewinder as well is you know, it's kind of the whole reason you played for that day one fight, that day one boss.
Yeah, they won the battle, they got the spoils, but then somebody spiked the wine.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, 2/3 of the royal family are completely wiped out. But yeah, good for OC there that they had enough macro sense to understand when their time was cooked.
100%.
Perhaps the people revive is a better option. And who's just going to rotate straight into FBI by the looks of it. So rotating straight into another fight.
Let's have a look at that. Look up. FBI and WDH. They're just wandering down, and they're just going to go full chase here. It might be the case. They really want the rewinder. Is he going to get it off in time? Oh! 2 seconds! Oh no, this might spell the end of QTS. No. Oh, he tried it. He rewinded, but it's not going to be enough source. And that was a very, very aggressive focused chase there by WDH. So they are out QTS for our 11th place there. Now Shy are pressuring, or sorry, they're being pressured by 3LP, typically in the grind. So we're wondering how Shy are going to play around this one. I believe TRF have, I don't know if they've taken all the Skyrots yet. We'll see if, I assume if this mob is live, that the rest of them are also live. So there is a little bit of farm left for them. And on the full top right hand side, we're seeing a potential three-way fight here. TSM, WN, and Fan. Link with the hook attempt onto Kappa. Slam down. Oh, he doesn't get the spike, unfortunately. But the rest of TSM are there, and for reinforcements, Zephanox dashes up to the top side on that duel. Unfortunately, cannot escape there. Oh, Kappa Q gets down. Yep, over the hook back.
Oh, but Kisa's going to get caught, and the Wisp gets caught as well. TSM doing their due diligence. Lovely fuse on. Oh my goodness, that baby, the life steal from Kisa, who's on one right now, but finally gets felled here. A rogue LMB from TSM means that they're forced to just have to wrap up their affairs.
Yep, we see some like market improvements from these teams. You know, over the I've been watching these last at least month scrim blocks for these like kind of newcomers to the scrims, and we are seeing a lot of improvements from all teams, which I'm really, really happy and excited for. In case there's any upsets, well, never mind. My cam just scuffed that for a second there. We are back onto a Yui. Looks like he's safely escaped there from the hands of Shy. And they're going to live another day. And I think they're going to rotate maybe up to the north side, potentially. Maybe go through to Wellspring or something along those lines. We're seeing Shredder on the cards. We're seeing Axel find Paplu. She couldn't find his way into Cobra or for another res. So they get out at 11th place. So Shredder and Replicator, TSM and SOS are walking towards it. And we do see, I think it's Mad or FBI with the Bon as well. Sebi finds Ice. Let's have a quick flick down, or sorry, down here, shall I say.
This was a really rough rotate for Raw. They were backs against the Storms, but they've just
yeah.
out-muscled the Purple Fangirls here. And, well, here is Purple. His Fangirls nowhere in sight, but...
There's also a mega fight on the south side too.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look.
Three more teams, yeah.
Yep, Hachi down.
Hachi's down.
Oh, the hook on the Wisp narrowly misses. Yasta has to go through the wall there. Oh!
Oh, no!
Yep, he's waited too long. E-Plats at the last second, buying him a bit more time now. Oh, okay. Oh, he gets spiked. Shy get out in 10th place. This is a real bad stinker for them. We'll flick back up onto the replicated fight, because that one looks mega. We'll see FBI and SOS. Man at 1 HP. Two brawls having a mega exchange here. And Synoid is now trying to run for his life against, but the face of China's connected. And the ult doesn't even connect. Need to connect from fire. And now, the defensive hook, let's call it.
No.
Yep, the grief hook. The opportunity or window's gone now. We are looking at day 2 mob resets for any of the remaining teams. It looks like TRF are just going to play the super slow game here. Just farm it up.
Shout out to Steady Momentum there with the successful Aura farm as well. They just showed up, said, hey, do you want to try and contest this mob? And FBI quite rightly said no. And so I think it was a mega avalanche there in Mana Coils. That goes over to Steady Momentum. FBI taking the train to Nowhere Town.
Yep.
And yeah, looking good here for TSM. Level 8's got a somewhat, again, that Timu delicate disguise with the Bushwhacker. One of the most underrated powers, though, for real. I mean, as long as you're in an area with bushes in the first place, super clutch.
Yeah, and if you've got like the ambush RNG roll as well on your item, it allows you to just go for free. You can kind of be extra stealthy. You're just seeing the last mobs being farmed up now. I don't think any of the teams are going to be looking to engage, apart from potentially AUR and Mad, but they're just rotating to the left-hand side for the moment. Just farming up. And it looks like there's a potential engagement on the south side. TRF, they found one. They found Bibibooks with a rewinder as well. Massive pickup for TRF here.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
And we've seen the double delicate barrier on Nizer too.
It's useful for as long as you got that 100% health.
Exactly.
Otherwise, not so useful. Lelouch, though, utilizing the Thunderstorm. Again, it's Eye of the Storm for me, and magical. We cannot believe that the name got nerfed many, many months ago. What the hell, though, that team nerfed overall, and who dis? Well, where you're going to go, because there's 2 pink Hune teams all around you, and you've got Red Frogs on the other side. Although not anymore. Red Frogs choosing to TP back to Cold Fang.
Yep.
There's Aurora back up to 3 going after Maniac Academy. Lovely utilization, I should say, of the flight to the Firefox. Good catch onto Axor here, whose Flame Shield, able to catch all three, prolongs this fight as we head over the geysers. Again, that Q Shield doing the Lord's work. Finally goes down, but might have dragged Aurora into a bad position. Level 13 here for Greninja though. He just tanks those. The level 9s of FBI perhaps underestimating the scale of the task. Greninja with Armor Shredder as well.
Oh, this is
my good
insane.
lord. Greninja is farming the lobby. We're watching it in real time.
Ooh.
Get the hoe out. Mow the fields down. And what about TSM? Well, they've run into Judaimi. Aurora now trying to orchestrate some sort of escape here, and that they will with the assistance of that H2O.
Enemies have
Oh my
captured
god,
Sol.
that was an insane engagement from Greninja there. And as you mentioned, Axel lived forever there on the Phoenix. If you get that shield off on like a 3-man at least, you're just gonna live forever, it feels like. And if you've got like Bloodstone on top, oh man, you're gonna have a field day. But in this case, it was Armor Shredder from the hands of Greninja that just did so much damage, you know, just shredding that armor and just allows you to get to that raw HP underneath. Looks like another fight might be transpiring here between SOS and, who is it in this case? It's Fan. Now we already seeing Ice getting down here. Sinnoh gets down as well. 1-for-1 exchange. Hook does get, allows Sinnoh to get picked back here. Kiss with the defensive dagger going back up to the north side. Last alive now. Looks like the fight never stopped on the Soul as well. Looks like AUR wanted a piece of the pie against TSM. And Greninja gets down. Oh, how many people are dying in quick succession here? This is insane. Fluffy does make it out.
It's exactly what you got to do with a Felix, especially when you're stat checking a Felix, though all three players have to be committed. They have to land those shots, and that means that Aurora is in a much more precarious position, only one surviving for them. What the hell, going after Fiery here. We've got 3LP joining the fun. They identify WDH as their primary target. Got Akaling, operating that carbine. The ultimate has not really had much effect though, perhaps fired off a little too early. The Meteor Beast though will go into the hands of TSM as, yeah, Aurora fall at 9, finished off by, ironically enough, another Felix in the hands of Axel.
Yeah, so insane. And a nice stun here. Woohoo, just make it out. Does eep out the last second. Dashing down to the south side, but gets spiked, unfortunately. We're seeing Shroom with the boombox as well. As you mentioned, TSM did pick up that soul, so they've been snowballing insanely, especially with the Shredder pickup on Arcade now. Really insane stuff. And TRF have just been farming the south side forever. Just, you know, no, they've not really been bothered by anyone else. You know, they got a couple of picks on the right-hand side, and then they just carried on farming each day. We're also seeing a massive hook here from Aiden Slam. Slug Wave, Right Tengu gets downed. And a nice hook here from the side of Theo, slam down. The boombox is placed at the last second, providing an extra bit of survivability. The heals are coming out too. And that does allow Shroom to escape that one. Uh-oh. Yep, Sinoid.
Gets kidnapped big time.
Ratengo did get rest and instantly downed again by TSM. And Axor tried to fight, but unfortunately it's not enough. TSM are really strong in respect to armors, and they got the soul still in the toe. And we're now looking at this kind of a mini Mexican standoff in the center of the map almost. Or it's kind of top right, shall I say.
AWI with the balls of steel there to just continue to stand on the Abyssal drop, and the reward was handsome. A mega avalanche that actually doesn't just help him, but buys his entire team the opportunity to rotate out. They will have to traverse through the Soul Storm that has exploded out due to the EXP Soul being picked up, but that space is more than enough. We'll see whether TSM, indeed they are, aware to the shenanigans here. Shroom onto the platform, defensive hook, Akalinks waiting for the shift.
Yep, exactly.
The shift, the cooldown, I believe. TSM, though, have already moved into that aggressive territory. Arcane onto Akalinks, a miss with the Abyssal Slam, though. Blink in dangerous territory, having to float the glider here. We've got SOS and Mana with a poke here. Who the hell go down? Blink goes down. TSM and the three little pigs finding an SOS call might be very useful. SOS with the beautiful third party. Arcane's going to get the res onto Blink. SOS have to move now if they want to try and punish, but no, they're not going to. Akalinks 1v1 versus Little Meep, and Akalinks is let off.
Yeah, but we are looking at... Oh, it's never stopping, never mind. Theo gets down here. The rest comes out against Theo with the ulti from Sinoid, but I don't think that one's going to get stomped instantly. Oh my god.
Too late.
Too late.
Gave TSM the chance to res.
Yeah, but look at that zone rotate. Oh.
It's all turning up TSM.
100%.
Who are able to rotate here. Oh. Lancelot exploded by Cat Girl Cafe Manager. You're absolutely spot on. TRF have been very
Enemy
quiet for the most
Oracle
part
online.
in this game, but slowly but surely they've kept on the level game. They've been accruing some really good powers, some itemization. Their only real threats at the moment, TSM.
And I wonder if Pep was
they go
trying to
into
bait
double
here.
flank.
You know, they're not fully revealed. We'll see what happens. Oh, someone napalm comes up. Fuselaw from Kissy. TSM looking for a third party. They're coming down now, pushing this down. Kissy 1 HP. The dagger can't even be popped because he gets killed before it happens. Pepper gets spiked and they gets consumed by TSM. And it's just ice now. Fan get outed. 6th place, and TSM might be just continuing the chase against TRF. We'll see how much pressure they want to apply. The hook does come through with the rewind. Slam down. Oh my god. And Meep gets decimated there. TSM are 2-man. Do they have enough for a crown is the question. Yes, they do.
Cat Girl Cafe, what about Hook Victim Cafe Manager? So many phenomenal plays from this individual as 3LP gets a res.
I mean,
the only
what's the
reason
thing?
they got that res off, of course, was because Fiery was looking for a res of their own. They didn't want to interfere. They're prioritizing their own team. That is a lot of damage done. They've got the Zeph to try and assist their escape, but look at the ring.
No.
Look at it go. It's eating them away. And now they fall into the hands of 3LP, SOS, and the Red Frogs. Oh, falls behind incidents.
Oh, and
To a fool's
TRF,
mercy,
Blackrock.
perhaps there's more.
Yeah, he stole that last hit. Oh my god, so they still have 15 seconds left. It looks like they're going to get it off because they're kind of safe on this E-plat for now. And Jai Dane with 1 HP. Can he get out of this one? He's got B-plat maybe, or dunk. Oh, he does get... Well, okay, Dice just... Never mind.
That's not even
Yeah, it's not even a spike.
I mean, that's so sad.
Oh, and they got everyone
Okay,
back.
running out of juice. SOS back up and go. Oh, the fairy white is nasty. But that was a wonderfully placed second wind, I should add, from Sinoid. That could not have been any better, but they were so far away. No help was at hand. Mega Avalanche turns one into a snowman, but Mana's going to be put on ice soon enough. They're able to, wow, stave off Cat Girl Cafe Manager ever so briefly on this brawl. They aren't able to find that cooldown in time. They are able to find the Bebo boombox. That will give them their hook back. Are they going to be able to use it effectively, though? They use the RMB. There's the hook. No, denied.
SOS out 5th place there. And just having a quick look at the zone, it's going like kind of bottom right-ish. And there is a crown on the right-hand side as well, so any other lingering teams that, you know, manage to die, they might need to consider focusing that. And 10 seconds left on Meep's most wanted there as well. So he's going to get that one off for free with the super late rotate. Shroom is just picking up any last dregs there. Akalinks takes down Giant finally, so FBI get outed. 4th place. Another rewinder try there. So it's really good because the amount of distance he can cover is that kind of extended, right, because of gliders. So that's what makes it look like he's hooking really, really far away. And 3LP are now doing a 2-way right at the last second, kind of going past TSM, just narrowly avoiding the slam. And then they are able to rotate for free there through this narrow corridor. And it looks like Yui's trying the same tech again, does miss again. And Arcane ideally needs to get the armor repair. You know, we know that he died to the Abyss not long ago, got res from that Most Wanted. So ideally, some sort of bonfire and some armor repairs would be ideal for TSM there. We'll see what they do shortly.
It would be ideal, Samari, but I think that the ideal scenario is a long, long way away.
Yeah.
The fact that they've even got Arcane with broken legendary armor is something to celebrate. But the Red Frogs are I'm laughing right now, living up to their name. Every single player with a red item, a red power of some description. They've got Fate Rewinder there. They've got an Armor Shredder there on the Ghost. Really? They're just looking to try and bait these other two teams into fighting each other. If this was NA, then they would have signed an armistice already, TSM and 3LP. As it stands, they might be fulfilling Red Frog's wishes.
And we are seeing the zone pool north side as well, so I'm wondering, does anyone have a 2 or anything like that? Are there any sneaky plays? I think, apart from Aiden, on the TSM have 2 2-ways here, so they've got like kind of easy rotates, but it looks like TRF try a hook attempt again. They're getting ever closer with those ones. And one of them's going to hit eventually, and it's just going to cause all of those dominoes to start falling. We just need to wait patiently for that to happen, I think. That's going to be, it seems to be TRF's kind of win condition that they're kind of choosing to go for. They're going to be kind of, you know, not in conflict otherwise.
Oh, they had a red key, look at that.
Ooh, just cancelled at the last second. Blink has now
broken
lost the armor, but getting this red chest would be good. I'm surprised they're not 2-waying it away. They have 2 2-ways in Tuck, so they could just 2-way it away and then, you know, put it to the south side or somewhere else, and then open it. But
Could be the classic Supervive problem of they've forgotten they could actually do that.
yeah.
Oh, and actually, the ring favoring 3LP here for the rotation. Red Frog's looking to be proactive, but they've had to work their way through the fort. Oh my word! Akalinks didn't know what hit him. It's turned into a horror game, a jump scare, and 3LP are down to 2. TSM would have seen that in the kill feed. They're prioritizing position.
Oh, 100%. And even because that bonfire is there, I think, as we were saying before, there's armor repairs. Even the shop armor there would be good enough. We're also doing the Stormnade from TRF as well to try and force TSM into kind of a small position here. They've dropped 3 on them, so they're really trying to suffocate them out here if they can. Yeah, at least get them in a confined area. The autos. Let's see who wins the exchange. Oh, Meep doesn't get stunned somehow there, magically. Boombox has already dropped. Oh, the two-way. The sneaky play. Aiden, he's fishing.
Shroom's right there.
The slam, Shroom. What are you doing?
Shroom didn't know the Cacao Cafe manager was there. The RNB lands. Aiden BY falls. Oh,
man, what is happening with 3LP? Shroom was just not checking there. There's no way he was not checking. Never mind. Wow. Speechless.
Sometimes, even years in, you never get to know your next door neighbors. Lovely second window takes down Cacao Cafe manager, but the health bars tell a different story. Lovely hook from Blink. Oh, can they get their knock? No, no, they can't. Outstanding healing from Blackrock.
Oh my god. And they have reset for the moment, but TSM have lost so many armors here. The hook tech is continuing with the rewinder. And even just buying like a double green, could they do it is the question. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong team. They have 5k. They could have done it if they wanted to, but they are deciding to just kind of continue the dance here. And Yui just gets spiked the last second. Vortex Charm. Yui actually gets down. The Boombox drop, and surprisingly with the Illuna pickup, they can get everyone back up with the GA plus. As it kind of increases the res speed. And nice and narrowly avoids that Vortex Charm himself. Arcane narrowly avoided the hook. Oh, gets dunked on. Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Cacao Cafe manager has been sent to Wisp. Not once, not twice, but thrice. And that was too many times, it seems. The steady momentum knocked off their horse. Red Frogs victors for a 4th time tonight.
Yeah, and it's got to be a TRF, obviously, winning this one. They looked astoundingly good. They had that kind of, I would say, this was kind of a weird pattern for them. It was like early mid. They were playing very, very, not like intentionally passively, but just the way that the circle pulled. No one kind of went to their territory, so they could just keep farming for free. And then they just turned on, late game turned on, and they just turned on and just picked up a bunch of kills at the end. So, wow.
Joe Supervive was writing them the hero's journey because they literally had an early obstacle in the Shies. They were able to shrug them off. And then they kind of went on a number of side quests, taking down a TSM here, taking down the Purple Fangirls there. And because of the respective journeys of all of those teams where each of them had had successful farming phases, it meant that every single player takedown, team takedown, was a valuable takedown. They were able to bring something away, be it an armor, items, or powers that ultimately led to this end game where, Cacao Cafe manager was literally unkillable because Blackrock was the GOAT on this Battle Bunny.
Yeah, he's played it. I remember when he started picking it up. This was a long time ago, and because he was obviously on the Oath and Brawl from way back when, and I remember him having a lot of fun, and he was actually popping off. He was there was a period actually where loads of people just started picking up Illuna. It might have been because of Luca. Luca was one of those formidable Illunas back in the days, and I just remember there being a phase where just everyone picked her up for a while. But we are hoping that, Theorycraft can hopefully get some of those issues resolved. I think they fixed a couple of them. I probably need to catch up with some of the, some of the mains to see how many issues are remaining. And hopefully we can get those resolved before 1.0. But I think that is the end of the scrim block, at least for today. We have got scrims tomorrow. We are at 24 teams, I believe, still, right?
25.
25, great. So we've got one in reserve as well now.
The Supervive Illuminati from North America have thrown their hat into the ring.
Ooh, what does that team consist of then?
Yeah. So Supervive Illuminati are primarily known for Thank You, who is
Bebo,
just one of the best Bebos.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly, yes. They are a top 12 NA team, but they are notoriously one trick. They tend to start series really strong and fall off as they go. Obviously, because we have 24 EU-based teams, it means that they will be on the reserve list basically as an automatic.
Yeah, yeah.
But just in case we have any dropouts, watch out for them because they could be very exciting to watch.
Fair enough. Right, awesome. And that's going to be it for me and Relic for today's Scrim Block. And cheers, guys. Cheers, everyone, for watching. And make sure you're on time for the tournament next week. I won't be here because I'm at a wedding for at least 2 of the days, but I'll be available on the Sunday, so it should all be good. And peace out, everyone.
Ciao.